Water. Easy now. Water. Yeah. Easy. Hey, hello, my people. Hello, my people. Friendly chat today. Very friendly chat. You can see I get smiling today. Yes, I'm happy because bank holiday. Wow, Monday. Come on, people, get on. Let's do bebonu is sweeting me. Call on people, please. Call on people, please. Help me to call everybody. It's about the water that's going on now. Water is going on now. You know, when I hear Nebo, I'm always very happy to do it. Linda, see for ya, can I have a kiss? Mwah. Wumiti, water is going on. Welcome on board, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning. Shakur Nehe, live from Canada. You're welcome. Welcome on board to Prevailing Asia with Ajoke. And your host is beautiful, ageless Ajoke. Zainab Oluwafekemi. Everybody, welcome on board. Don't let me start calling names, because we have to do this water together. Oh yeah, let's sit. So yeah, go and get your cup of tea. Please help me to bring my own cup of tea, because tonight, you know, it's a Friday night. Yes, so thank God is what? Thank God is Friday. As you're joining us, please don't forget to buy us stars. You know, we use that stars to do good things. Deposit from it, we use it to help others that are in need. You know, thank you for
Here's your tea.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, if you can see what I've written out, yes. So, yeah, it's about our beautiful, curvy, outspoken Nkechi Blessing. I give Nkechi a round of applause. Nkechi Blessing and Honorable Falegon, our ex-Bobo. Hey. People, those are the two things that we're going to talk about. First one is that Nkechi's matter. Let's come together and have a gist about it. What's your thoughts about what's going on? Why the water that we are they are giving themselves gas goes. Oh, dude, though. Then the second one that we are going to be talking about is about the ladies in diaspora, you know, marriages in diaspora. Why is it breaking up? What can we do to help ourselves in ensuring, you know, that we keep a healthy relationship while being in a man or a woman's being together as couple, you know. So we'll talk about that. So first and foremost, like I said, the water between Auntie Nkechi Blessing. Otofu. Yesterday, I was just going jejely. You know, I don't do amebo again. I've decided to stop doing amebo. Do you understand? I was just going. I just saw a video being posted everywhere where Nkechi Blessing was talking about our relationship again. Remember, Nkechi Blessing had a relationship with one Honorable Falegon, and all of a sudden, you remember a few months ago that she came out, and I think it was the guy that first talked about them on social media that they are breaking up or something. But she came out, she brought a lot of okolala. You remember those times? That time when she brought out big dildo. You know, she was showing us and telling us about the relationship. Ade said, when outspoken will publicly humiliated and disgraced. Anyway, she brought out a lot of dildos. She was talking, you know, in fact, that day when she came out, I strongly believe she was under the influence of a substance. I might be wrong. I'm sorry, Nkechi Blessing. Please don't give me water if you hear. You know I'm a very good girl. Thank you very much. But that day, she came out and she talked about the relationship. In fact, she was calling the man 1 minute noodle, that even the man thing was small. You know, all those things. Anyway, all gone, and we thought everything was all over. Yesterday, Nkechi Blessing went to your view on TVC, and she was being interviewed about her relationship. And I feel, as a woman, if I have left a relationship, I should stop talking about it anyways. I wouldn't have expected Nkechi Blessing to still continue to dwell in the past. You understand? So yesterday, because I've never seen, since that guy left her or she left the guy, but yesterday now, I just heard this. Can we all listen to this and then we can discuss?
He was the one that loves me more. So the time that I was now trying to level up, the way she went through Nigeria. You get it. The time I now wanted to level up to the love he said he has for me, that was where he messed up. I was going to keep this for maybe my YouTube channel, but let me just break everything down. And I wouldn't want anybody to make the kind of mistake that I made. Good. Right? Yeah. I recently broke up from a relationship, my ex that lives in America. And then in the heat of the breakup, we're still trying to fix things. He started posting a girl covering her face. Then I realized there's this man asking me out. Okay, fine man. It's not, in all ramifications of the kind of people I would like to date, it's not 1 to 10. You get it? So that was me trying to use him to get back at my ex. Then I landed up in a relationship. You get it? Yeah. So it was just likeness. It was not love. That's it. So a lot of ladies make this kind of mistake. Yeah. They end up marrying somebody who they really love because they're just trying to get back to an ex.
Are you dating now?
Of course I am.
Please.
Honestly, I will pause a little bit there. Nkechi Blessing was on your view on TVC yesterday. Oh Lord, she interview, she was normal. They will ask them questions and all that. And she, talked about a former relationship or previous relationship with Honorable Falegon. She said, this is a guy that doesn't meet up a standard in the first place. Number one, this guy has left you, Nkechi, for a long time now. Or two of you have left each other for a very long time now, at least over 6 months. And you coming out to... I'm not blaming you now. Number one, I'm not blaming Nkechi for speaking out about her ex. We all have a way of coping with loss, because it is definitely a loss for her having that guy go. That's the truth. So it's a way of grieving. I personally would believe Nkechi on grief relationship with. Now going forward, they were asking her questions on your view, or they were discussing about relationship. And she made them understand that she had a relationship before meeting Honorable Falegon. If you remember, there's this guy with every kilometer 6-pack. Actor, no, that guy. They were dating years back, maybe about 2 years ago. That was the guy that I knew Nkechi with. On Instagram, they will always take pictures. The guy will hold her bomb, and she's like that. She will just, when she's in relationship, you will know. Oh my God, I need to tell them my for everything she'll be doing balabala, she bolo bolo and all those things. So they had a good relationship until we just heard that everything was over. It was even the guy that first removed Nkechi's picture and everything. I'm a dad of a boy, I do you understand? So now, you said you messaged me. Okay, I'll check your message, ma. So the guy now removed Nkechi's picture as at that time, and that was when we knew that there was a problem in that relationship. So short and long story, they left each other, and she started dating Michael. Thank you, Linda Osifo. Yeah, he lives in the States. He lives in the United States. The guy, old macho man, guy, fine boy. What that Nkechi man like? I want to Nkechi. ó like ìyàwó ká má pàrọ̀ ká má jalè ó like àwọ̀ ó like àwọ̀ ó dàgbé Nkechi like ìyàwó so torí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn náà n tó máa gbé sí area yẹn kò ní ṣe é kó gẹ̀mùtì mi. So they left each other, and she's now telling us that when Michael left her, you know, she was still there, and then she saw Michael. Michael started posting a lady's picture. So out of annoyance, out of jealousy, she said, according to her, Honorable Falagon has been toasting her, asking her out. And because she was in a relationship with Michael, she could not leave. She did not answer Honorable as at that time. Remember, she said Honorable Falagon is not somebody, not up to her own standard of a person that she will date. Only in fact, Honorable yẹn wẹ́ sí òun gan tó bá ní ẹni téèyàn fẹ́ bá sùn. But if I can compare Honorable Falagon and the Michael that you were dating, I don't see where Michael is better than him in any way, really, for real. I don't know. It might just be because see Morgan as at that time when he was asking you out. I'm not, taking beef for him because I want to hear my woto tonight. Anyway, so for you to have judged Honorable Falagon like that, pé kò ń ṣe tó ti ẹ̀ lè date because ó west here in every way. Owó ẹ̀ dáadáa gan nìyẹn o. Remember, Honorable Falagon lives here in the UK, and believe gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Naija náà ni pé àwọn tó bá ti ń gbé lóyìnbó wọ́n wà alright ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, but sometimes it's not always like that. But let's go forward now. You dated him. And after some time, Dry Smoker, whoa, happy Friday, sir. Welcome on board. Faradeng, welcome on board. I love you. I can see my people here. As you're coming in, please help me to buy stars. Help my condition. Let's hear the water sha. So, B and C, Nkechi Blessing. But she blessing, only our blessing date see Honorable Falagon because of the fact that Michael, that's the former boyfriend, already had a lady's picture on his profile, bringing her out, showcasing another girl. So, to hit the guy back, she started dating Honorable Falagon. According to her, only koto gbe nfe Falagon nìyẹn. It's not as if auto standard and to le fair. Now, remember, Auntie Nkechi herself, she's an actress, a successful actress. You understand? I don't know what she does apart from being an actress. You get me? So she's a successful actress. So being an actress and with her own standard, according to her, according to her standard deal, only Bobonye Westo Mugidigoni. Let's listen to her again, and then we know where we're coming from and where we're going to.
Time around. Okay. It is not because
people are they're talking particularly. They say he's a younger man.
Oh, you guys have heard already.
Yeah, I heard.
Jesus Christ. No, I'm not. I am actually very young at heart.
So now she's making us understand the fact that she has started another relationship after leaving Honorable Falagon for over 6 months now. You remember the day she brought out Okonlala? She has left him for a long time, and so she said she has started dating another person. And they asked her, so for you that you are in a new relationship, I would have expected you not to even talk about honorable or no honorable. They have asked you a question there. How is your relationship, or how did you cope when, if that was the question they asked you, or they've known you to be a controversial actress or a controversial lover, and they've asked you a question, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Nkechi Shomo, àti ẹ̀gbọ́n kankan, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, and then you'll have just said, I'm in a relationship now, thank God. Anyway, I had a relationship before. Oh, need. Auntie Dele, all of them are auntie, they are all auntie. Auntie Dele, welcome on board, ma. She's like she's a big girl, ma. So, Nkechi Blessing, I would have expected that you just keep quiet and talk about your new relationship, because once you have walked out of a relationship, it makes you want to be independent. You don't want to talk about the past. You want to move on. You understand? Because move on. You have said it so many times. Okay. Anything kini e ba kere kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe? Kò sí téèyàn fi ń ṣe. Kò wúlò. Ẹ ti búra yín, ẹ ti drag ara yín so much that even everybody go believe pé and then the guy has come out to apologize after so many people tí wọ́n ti lọ bá pé kí ló dé? Why would you come out and talk about your ex? Let's even assume that, Nkechi Blessing as a woman, we talk too much. We can't hold our mouth when we are angry, or when you could see as at that time that Nkechi was really bitter. You could see. Kole hide there. Oh, in fact, that day that they broke up, she came out around 10 times on Instagram that she was just displaying ways of anger or doing anything. Taiwo, thank you, ma'am. She was just, you would know that she was pained. You know she was pained. You understand? And then she came out and was coming out, calling him different names. In fact, she said it to the point that she was the one spending in that relationship. Remember that Nkechi Blessing came to London to see him. And she made us understand that it was when she came, she realized that that guy wasn't even anything at all. This is a guy you've been dating for a year. Oh, my, so for that year, 30 John dates. Oh, more standard there when it comes to what only no fun or who she was, who he was really. Okay, Adiomo Wumi said, I think she was bitter because the power was taken from her suddenly. Emi omo, I like auntie ma se water fun yin o to mo gbo n bu àwọn èyàn gan le ni. Ó dùn wọ́n gan. Auntie Nkechi, ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dùn yín gan o. Ẹ má bu blog, ẹ má jà ṣe bo. So, as I was saying, now, she was really pained, you could see. But remember that as at that time, no, she made us understand that this Honorable Falagon does not have a good job, doesn't have a job, that he was a poor person. Dele Sonny said, I blame TVC for asking direct questions regarding our relationship. And see, Dele, remember, interviewers can ask you any question. They will ask you questions that will keep you on. You just get unawares like that, like just catch you like that unawares. I would have expected Nkechi, because of the fact that she understands that this guy too will give it back to her. Do you get me? But because I don't know, you need to comport yourself sometimes. You need naturally to comport yourself as a woman. She won't be in relationship with me. So because I'm living my relationship and one be me kilo shele atoko yin, well, work out now, it's gone. I'm on my own now. We are doing well and all that. Do you understand? Yeah, Linda, but she could have declined the question quietly, in a polite way. Even if she had to answer that question, she will answer in a way. But answering, she can as well say, "Oh, that's a long one. I've passed that. I'm now in a good relationship. Do you understand? We're not learning here. I'm now in a relationship and I'm happy in this relationship. That shows that you are really, really happy in this relationship that you are. But the fact that Nkechi Blessing has answered that way, it shows that this relationship she's just in it. Her mind is not actually there. Because to my people, your heart, your spirit, your soul is in this new relationship. You will have no time to think of okokekere. Normally, you have what you want in a man now. If truly this young guy, she said she's 33, the guy is 27. Age doesn't really matter because no. She said more age Lola Omotayo to fair P Square. You understand? Peter. Peter love for about 10 years. Look at Peter. I've been told be 8 or 10 years. Look at Peter. But this one, when they were in love, seriously in love. In fact, I'm really, I'm happy for them. You understand? Peter and Lola Omotayo. So age will really matter. It depends on the, image. So for the two of them, only boy is 27, she's 33. So age so they were in love. You understand? They asked her and they said they are already aware that she's in a relationship. And she said, of course, I'm in a relationship. I'm happy in this relationship. Is 27, I'm 33, and we're happy together. Do you understand? And she said she was even keeping it away from people, and all that. But if truly, if you truly respect this new guy, understand, to my people really respect or cotton fencing, need láti buy to ti fẹ́ jẹ́. Need láti bàjẹ́. You needed not to have talked down on him in any way. No matter how bad you're feeling, it clearly shows that you have not moved on. Nkechi Blessing. And then you went on to talk about the Pongo and...
So he's a younger man? Yeah, he is. How much younger? He's 27. Compared to you? I'm 33.
Kilo shele now.
That's fine. In the range. Yeah. And it makes me feel like a baby. Hello. She's blushing and everything. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And we cannot plan to start posting immediately. No, we are friends for now. That's how we just. For friends with benefits. No. And the benefits? Bene.
Somebody's at the door.
You have benefits. Huh? How is it?
So for this one is.
Are you intimate? Please finish my question. Okay. Intimate with this 27-year-old?
I don't know, but we're not trying to define what we have now. We're just going with the flow. Because right now it makes me happy. Yes.
Something.
Like my vibe matches his vibe, and we're just cool like that.
Wọ́n ní ṣe ti wà intimate, wọ́n ní ṣe ti ń bára yín sùn. Ó dà pé mi ò like bí àwọn ọmọ ráyọ̀ náà ṣe ń béèrè question. Wọ́n ní ṣe ti ń bára yín sùn, ṣe ti ń dóra yín. Nkechi Blessing can waste time now when it comes to that. But she has made us understand the fact that, she's in a relationship and she's happy in the relationship. And immediately, Nkechi delivered her own message. Taiwo Vesoya, welcome on board, ma. God bless you, ma. Welcome on board, ma. Immediately, she delivered a message, which is to Honorable Falegon. Remember that Honorable Falegon go badum. The man was they worry me. What's wrong with this girl? Our messages come. Lori kini tori mo lo ka lori stories we pay. Can somebody tell this girl to please keep quiet? Anyway, Honorable Falegon no what he dá lóhùn. Woto yi ga. In fact, Nkechi Blessing. Yeah. Baba igbe fún ẹ. Yeah. O lọ fọwọ́ ńlá owó kékeré, o lọ fi gbá ńlá. Lo ma ṣe wà lágbáyà. Ó dùn mí Nkechi. Baba igbe fún ẹ. Tó bá ń gbọ́ gbé fún. Carry and give her. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ púpọ̀ tó rí. Ó pọ̀ fún yàwá rísì tó rí. Okay, let's listen to Honorable Falegon. Ẹ mọ̀ pé òun náà sick díẹ̀ báyìí. Kò gbà ó ní no. Èmi ló ń wọ́. No, don't use me to cruise now.
No, me messed up. One of them. I didn't mess up because Igbo is on.
Igbo?
Mama no le ọmọ tí mo fẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ ó ti sáré lọ sí inú bathroom ó ti lọ fa agbó bá ojú ẹ̀ máa kópa ni màmá wo bí wọ́n lọ èèyàn ọ̀dẹ dídó iná ni ojú ẹ̀ àti wọn.
Jésù! Igbo? Ǹjẹ́ gbọ́?
And that was when I messed up. So kí wọ́n máa rò pé mo messed up ní pé torí no me messed up. lọ sí inú bathroom ó ti lọ fa àgbọ̀ ọba
Igbo. Ẹ̀rọ máa ń fọ. Àǹtí Nkechi, ẹ tún mú gbọ́mọ̀ ti tara yín. Igbo. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Igbo. Remember, you said, Nkechi Blessing said, you, Honorable Falegon, oku ekere. Only Honorable Falegon, níṣẹ́ lápá. Only Honorable Falegon, only bẹ́ẹ̀dì, orí chair ló máa ń sùn sí. Let me translate it in English. Nkechi Blessing said, Honorable Falegon, our ex, this man talking, is is very small. That is very, very, very petite and, he's not doing well. But sometimes, small can be dangerous. So, but maybe, probably, Honorable doesn't know how to use it well. Do you understand? Probably knew. But she was the one that made us understand that Honorable doesn't know how to do well. Do you understand? So, for Honorable to say this, anytime she comes, they are together, that she will go inside and smoke weed. Before any action, that this lady, our celebrity, our Nollywood star, we go in, the lady, not on Todikeo, not to Todikeo, but Auntie Nkechi, that she will have to go and fakini, Honorable ní tó bá ti wá fàtán, ojú àwa yọ bí Ṣàngó. Ṣàngó dé ọkọ ya, Ṣàngó mà dé ọkọ ya. But I am just thinking, if you remember that Dry Smoker was said she wants to use Igbo to lose weight. When you're, let's be practical now. You're meeting a man or you are in a relationship and you don't really like that man as a woman. When you meet them or you're going to meet them, you will have to take something to cover your eyes. You understand that you don't want to think about that person. I have a Nollywood star. One of those stars, I'll tell you a secret about them. One of them that I know. She was dating one man. Man, when you say somebody is below, forget about, this one is saying this guy is below. Forget that one. This guy was below that babe in 100 folds. Do you understand? The Genesis bell. Welcome on board, everybody. This guy was below this Nollywood Yoruba actress. Tobani, she understand? Not the level of our MC Oluomo. She MC Oluomo. I want you to want to finance dear. At least you will go you understand the kind of level Oluomo is. I'm not talking of our Oluomo. Fine girl. So, sorry, not beauty, sorry. Celebrity. Nollywood Yoruba celebrity mo fi orúkọ bò láṣìírí. Ó wá ń fẹ́ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní Ìbàdàn. Ọmọ onímọ́tò ni bọ̀bọ́, no, ọmọ onímọ́tò kò, sorry. Àwọn ọ̀nà máa ń pè wọ́n ní ọkọ tàbí nǹkan kan. Ṣé you understand? Very, very low. This is a guy tí ó lè sọ hello lásán, kò gbóyìnbó tó lè sọ hello. At least Olúọmọ yìí sọ tuta. Olúọmọ can still say, yeah, I'm not on tuta. I'm not on tuta. I'm not. So you can imagine, not about Oluomo. Oluomo is sweet. Forget about him. Even his looks, Benny. And Simon Soli, this particular man, ó lò sí lady tí mò ń sọ yìí tó jẹ́ pé kò ṣeé fi hàn níta pé òun date. Nollywood star tí mò ń sọ yìí sẹ́yà ni mo fowó kọ bò láṣìírí ẹni tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ dáadáa ni. Bọ̀bọ́ tá à ń sọ yìí kò lè sọ òyìnbó hello lásán sẹ́yìn. Bọ̀bọ́ tá à ń sọ yìí looks ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú owó tó ní gan, you cannot as even primary school dropout go gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ rú ẹ̀. Buy star for me now, help my condition, buy me star. Who bought me 200? Dry smoker, oh God bless you, sir. What can I do without you? What can I say unto the Lord? All I have to say is thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. Dry smoker, oh God bless you. I appreciate you. This is just to show us that you love us. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you for giving us stars. Ẹjọ́ yìí tó kù náà stars for Àjọkẹ́ ṣàánú condition Àjọkẹ́. Help condition mi. Ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má kàn jẹ́ kí n máa rojọ́. So, Nollywood star tí mò ń sọ yìí. Ṣé mo kọ́ máa ń sọ pé àwọn Nollywood actresses wa oríṣiríṣi okolondo. Èmi ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Wọ́n sọ ní allergy ni o. But èmi mọ this particular person tó yẹ pé tó bá ń gbà palẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn palẹ̀ mọ́ anything tó jẹ́ oko especially oko tó bá gbé owó dání àwọn palẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀. So Nollywood tí mo ń sọ yìí star yìí tí mo ń sọ yìí ó ń fẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ní Ìbàdàn. Àwọn bọ̀bọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí ló máa ń pè ní àwọn occult, àwọn tó yẹ pé kò sí ìdọ̀tí tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ ìdọ̀tí àánú. They must not see people like that beside her. So she goes to see him, and they said anytime she goes to see him, she gets 1 million naira. Allergy ni o. 1 million naira ló máa gbà anytime tó bá ti rí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Anytime tí lady tí mò ń sọ yìí, Nollywood actress yìí, celebrity yìí tó bá máa lọ bá bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn, ó máa parí ìgò vodka odindi kan. Internet so lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ lọmọbìnrin yìí o. The one lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ can destroy. Lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ can destroy. She will finish a whole bottle of vodka. Because ojú lásán ò ṣe kíni? Ojú lásán ò ṣe ya wèrè. Ojú lásán ò ṣe kíni? Ojú lásán ò ṣe wèrè. She wasn't able to sleep with him without having something on her. Without taking a substance. Her own was alcohol. Because ó ti mọ̀ pé anytime tó bá fẹ́ rí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn, ó máa ń bí pé kéèyàn fẹ́ bì. Kò fẹ́ bá ọkùnrin sùn, kò fẹ́ bì. Kí connect ni o. Kéèyàn fẹ́ bá ọkùnrin sùn, kó bá dàbí pé kó fẹ́ bì. As a woman, tí lọ do kó kan rí tó pé tom ló máa fi sẹ́nu látàárọ̀ dalẹ́. Tó bá máa lọ bá nìyẹn sùn báyìí pé máa di ẹnu pọ̀ ni. Wọ́n máa lá tom yẹn báyìí. Wọ́n máa lá tom yẹn báyìí pé wọ́n lọ ṣáàṣe tó máa ṣe. Ṣáàṣe tó máa ṣe. Èmi kọ́ mi sọ̀rọ̀ from experience. Èmi gbọ́ láàrin àwọn obìnrin náà ni. Wọ́n lọ́kùnrin mi báyìí ibi tó máa bí ẹnu dé. Ó lè jẹ́ kíní tó wà lábẹ́ ojú báyìí lọ. A tún máa fi ìwé àkọ́ máa ṣe báyìí. A máa tún máa pariwo. Yé bí ìgbà tó pé wàá máa wọ pé kí ló ń pa ẹlẹ́kún. Ewu lẹ́kún èmi ló jẹ́ kí n máa sunkún ìwọ ló ń sunkún. Wáyà máa lá tọ́mtọ́m àbí kó máa jẹ ṣingọ́ọ̀mù. Ìyẹn lọ́pọ̀ èlò olóko ṣingọ́ọ̀mù àbí olóko tọ́mtọ́m. Ẹ jẹ́ àmà bọ́rọ̀ lò. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí le o. So, because he has accused her now of taking Igbo, that's why I'm using that as an example. That probably because of the fact that Nkechi Blessing has said, hey, this guy naturally kò ń ṣe taste òun. That this guy naturally has more oko. Maybe because of that, ni ó ṣe wò pé wo jẹ́ kí fagbo mi yo náà kí n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn. Anytime tí mama rí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́dọ̀ fagbo yo, because according to him, pé anytime they are together, ó máa ń fa igbó. Kí ló lè fà kó máa fa igbó? Ṣé ó fẹ́ wà very high láti lè satisfy ẹni as a man? Ó possible kó yẹ pé ó fẹ́ mú pé I want to satisfy this guy. Ṣé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn obìnrin mi àbọ́kùnrin mi, they are used to no Alake Eniola irọ́ mi o, not from experience ma irọ́ olóko chewing-gum olóko sweet mi. So possible, it's not impossible that she was taking those the weed to, you know, to be high for her to perform well. Boya, naturally, she's somebody that cannot do without taking it. And if she doesn't take it, she will not perform well on bed. Or she was taking it to keep, to keep her sanity because she hated this man, according to her. Remember, she said she was not the one in love with the guy. That the guy was more in love than she was. But the behavior she is exhibiting now has shown that this man has moved on. You have not moved on. Now, let's listen to Honorable Falegun. Nígbà tí òun fún Honorable Falegun ní wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀, Honorable náà wá jáde pé kí ló ń ṣe wọ tó pé mo keep àṣírí ẹ̀. Okay, listen to what he said.
I didn't mess up because the boy know me. Mama nule, ọmọ tí mo fẹ́ ló ń bọ̀, ó ti sáré lọ sí inú bathroom, ó ti lọ fa agbó ọba ojú ẹ̀ máa pupa ni màmá wo bí wọ́n lọ. Èèyàn dé. Dídó iná ni, ojú ẹ̀ àti wọ́n ràn.
Jésù.
Jésù. Ojú àti àrùn àti kí o máa ní ọmọ tó ń fi gbódò yẹn máa gbà mí o. Ìbí wọn lọ kó máa mú bó ọ̀sẹ̀ máa kó máa fi dún ọmọ lọ́wọ́ mú gbómọ ẹ̀ wáyé. Fọ́kìdì ẹ̀ o. Ojú àti change ojú àti. I swear to Almighty God, then for why ogun ẹ̀? Swear to Almighty God if I'm lying on this. I want to show something.
Ìyá sáré gbé kọ́ọ̀lù wa, wọ́n ti gbé wa. Ẹ má gbàgbé o wípé you can call in, it's a call-in show. So, hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Anyways, call one jabo. No, I'm not on WhatsApp group. So, he was telling us that normally, ọkùnrin gangan ló máa ń lo nǹkan láti enhance kí lẹ máa ń pè enhance sexual energy wọn láti lè dìde dáadáa. Wípé òun ò rí ibi tó yẹ kó bìnrin gangan ló máa enhance ability to dóko. Wípé anytime tó bá ti wá mú tó bá ti lo kíní ẹ̀tàn á fẹ́ wá dóhùn pa. Honorable ni abájọ á jẹ́ pé she's got a very high libido. Kò wá impossible. Because if the first thing she accused him of was pé kò lè dóbò dáadáa. Ẹ má gbàgbé. The guy now said pé nígbà tó fẹ́ bá kí òun jẹ́ ọmọ mẹ́ta lòun ní lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n fẹ́ dóhùn pa sínú ilé. Ẹ̀mí òun fi bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ lòun fi níbo Nkechi ebi kan sá fún ẹ̀mí ò dópin o. Mi ò lè ṣe mọ́ ẹ̀mí mi ò gbé. Capacity mi ò gbé. Ẹ̀mí mi ò gbé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́. Hello, caller.
Hello, ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán, ma.
Ẹ kú ètò.
Yes, ma.
Ilé ìtúfọ́ ni.
Ó ga o. Falegun ni.
Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tèmi kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé Ṣẹ́rí àti Falegun àti Nkechi wọn ọjọ́ ní tìjú ni. Wọn ọjọ́ ní tìjú ni. Ṣẹ́rí àwa obìnrin gbogbo nǹkan ló yẹ ká máa fi kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa. Wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà tí ò yẹ ká sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà tí ò yẹ ká bínú ìgbà tó yẹ ká dákẹ́ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan ìsara training ni o. Ìyá Nkechi of blessed memory mo mọ̀ pé màmá kínú kòtò ni. I believe pé nǹkan eré ni àbí. Nkechi lọ́mọ kékeré kò ro fún ìtọ́ ọmọ yẹn rárá. Then ṣé Falegun ní jobless man tó jẹ́ pé everything ló fẹ́ máa response. Irú ìyàwó wo ló máa fẹ́? Ó fọ́ ní lóòótọ́ tá a bá wò ní ọjọ́ ọmọ báyìí. Fún future, fún generation tó ń bọ̀, it's not funny. It's not funny. Ẹ lè imagine kí n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tó jẹ́ mi Nkechi, màá dì sọ̀nù ẹ̀ ni. Màá dì sọ̀nù ẹ̀ ni tó bá wọn lẹ́nu kọ́ ní kò sọ. Àbí kí lẹ́yìn gbogbo olúkọ ọlọ́bì kankan tí obìnrin bá wà lẹ́nu rẹ̀ tó ń ṣe bó ṣe ṣe obìnrin yẹn máa ní problem. Obìnrin yẹn máa ní problem. So àìsí bí ìpè ó fọ́nì ó ṣe ìrìn tó fi rẹ̀ it's not funny. Tá a bá wò dáadáa kò fọ́nì rárá. Nkechi ò ń ṣe obìnrin gidi. Falegun kan ń ṣe ọkùnrin
Now méjèèjì useless.
Oh, you're coming to refurbish. You want to manufacture refurbish. Kọ́lọ̀ refurbish wọn kó fi wọ́n gbé kó fi wọ́n rẹ̀ nǹkan míì wọn ìtọ́ ṣe èèyàn tó gbádùn ayé láti bá ọkùnrin tó bá dúró ti íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì tó máa fún wọn lé sí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì is okay social media is okay but wọn ní ká máa fi rẹ́jọ́ tó dé.
Kí ló ṣe pinnu?
Nkechi is trying to be a mentor and she's not. And so that other people will not make that mistake. Your mistake, Lela. So, in fact, I'm a penny saying, so far, I was going to go away, but because they're going to report my data. Allah, why don't you love continue, ma?
Eshima, God bless you, ma.
Yes, ma.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma. Honestly, like I do say, we cruise, but we cruise on things that we can learn from. Do you understand? Nkechi Blessing has brought our matter out again. And that is why we are here, you understand, to analyze it. Anything you bring on board, we'll analyze it for you. Yeah, that is it. You know, you, as a woman, ìwọ ló jáde, ló sọ boko boyfriend ẹ ṣe rí, bí ó ṣe lè bá ẹ sùn dáadáa. Now, the guy too has come out. Òun náà ti wá disgrace yẹ wípé òun mú gbó. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ. Then we can now talk about it. You can call in. The number to call in is on the program. Ti we níbi ṣe kọ síta because my number yẹn lórí. If you want to call in, you call in. Yes.
I swear to Almighty God, tí bá ṣe parọ́ káyé máa dà kí má ṣòye. But tí n bá ṣe parọ́, máa di governor Ekiti state. Ẹ wo celebrity ogun tó mú wá sílé mi.
Wá di governor bo? Governor ìlú wo ni? Nigeria bí ti ìlú òyìnbó. No, Honorable Falegun. I'm sorry to say, no matter what, you are a very childish person yourself. No. Governor Bolofedi, look at the people coming out and Tola Fedi, Governor of Lagos, ìlú wo ló fẹ́ pè ní Ekiti State. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ekiti, ṣé kò tẹ́ lè produce ni? This is the best you can produce. I'm so sorry, ẹ má bínú. Governor ìlú wo ni? Gómìnà ìlú wo ni? With your attitude, with the way you talk, even before now, Honorable Falegun, if you remember, ẹ̀yin tèmi tẹ́ wà lórí bíbá. First thing, tí gẹ̀yẹ gan kọ́kọ́ sọ nígbà tó ń jà yẹn. This is a guy that will go on Instagram tó bá lóhùn ṣe live. How ní káwọn obìnrin máa jó fóun. He was in a relationship with Nkechi as at that time. Àwọn obìnrin á máa jó naked. Wọ́n máa ṣoríṣiríṣi. He was in a relationship with her. So ṣé irú yẹn ló fẹ́ jẹ gómìnà bo Honorable kò wọlé ẹ má máa sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí mọ́ mi ò like ẹ mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa bú àgbàlagbà Honorable kò wọlé ẹ stop ẹ lè di gómìnà ìlú wa because you have come out to Ekiti State ibo ni níbo ó fẹ́ jí ni your mouth ẹ̀ sọ mọ́ owó ìwọ tí obìnrin bú tó sáré jáde tí wọ́n náà bú padà ó mà ṣe o obìnrin so tó bá di gómìnà Ekiti State tí ẹnìkan bá ṣe anything ó máa jáde ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ó máa gbàpò títì ni irú ẹ̀yin ni ọkùnrin tó yẹ kó máa ń gbàpò títì ìyàwó wọn kò tó sọ̀kan èmi náà sọ méjì irú ìwọ kọ́ là ń sọ Ekiti State ibo wàá lọ jẹ gómìnà lu ìlú inú yàrá ẹ̀ ní lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ wo Femara celebrity mi ló mú wá sílé mi celebrity Femara kí ló pẹ́ ẹni tí láti dúró àwọn tó máa ti lọ lò ó.
Look at the person that wants to become your governor. We that we are here, we are cruising, and that's why we are saying Uko and Ubo and all those things. This is a person that wants to become your governor in Ekiti State, saying his ex-girlfriend comes into the house, and anytime they have, sexual intercourse, before then she will go and smoke, telling us about their hidden secrets. And then don't flag me. Don't flag this one now. You know I'm a small girl in this your business. Now that this lady will now use a medication to conceive. So, per adventure, this lady, this Nkechi, was trying to conceive. Ó fẹ́ bímọ fún Honorable Falegun. Forget about all the because this thing is just going off and off and off. So, I don't know Gbogbo tó ń sọ, tí Nkechi saw that she was saying, hey, I was not the one in love, and that one her story, that's women talk. You understand? So, ó ní tó bá ti wá lọ mú igbó ẹ̀ tán, káwọn bá ti ní sex, táwọn bá ti ní sex tán, á wá lọ lo oògùn láti bímọ fún òun. That she was trying to conceive. Come on, what is the big deal in a woman trying to conceive for you? If truly you were in a relationship with her, and now you, as a man, a matured man, will come out to tell us that obìnrin kan tó bá ti bá sùn tán, ó lọ lo oògùn láti bímọ fún ẹ. This is a guy that has children all over the place. Ọmọ mẹ́ta lòun ní from different mothers, baby mamas. I don't know how many baby mamas he has, or maybe 1 or 2, I don't know. But now, you are saying that Nkechi Blessing was using medication to have babies for you. And so, what? And so, ó fẹ́ bímọ fún ẹni now. Ó wá kó gbogbo ògùn yẹn. So that means you kept those medication for a day like this. Because àwọn ògùn yẹn, wà tí Nkechi ti fura yín lẹ̀ sí over 6 months. Ó yí kó ògùn yẹn dání. Over 6 months, you have left yourselves, but you still have the medication to show us. So at slightest thing, Nkechi bá gbé jáde, you are ready to counter her by coming out to talk. What kind of a man does this? Who is this man? Hey, ladies, why are you following Teletubbies all about? Stop following Teletubbies. They don't want it. Go and look for matured men. Egi Teletubbies. Nkechi le ní tiẹ̀. Like a caller called in and said, "Oh, fi hàn pé ọmọ tí wọn tó lére lòun." I'm sorry, Nkechi má bínú Aunty Nkechi. Because ọmọ tó bá ti tó nlé, wàá rí ìhùwàsí ẹ̀, ìsọ̀rọ̀sí ẹ̀, ìṣesí ẹ̀. You are not the only celebrity, Nkechi Blessing. Àìmọye yín. I still made reference to this Adekoya. What's her name again? Yewande. I made reference about to her the other time when I was talking about the other lady. She be actress ni. She be celebrity ni. Why you kì í sọ̀rọ̀ jaba? Emale cruise, Emale embayo. Only matter dildo. Kò má wà raw. You can be a dildo ambassador and still do it in a refined way. But you, Nkechi Blessing, even your dancing I don't think you even said it about, was it not just 2 months ago? I don't know if you just like to be on the news. You were saying, I don't wear pants, me pants, because they said the guy was saying, your pants, he left some pants at his house. You understand that you now came out and said, "Wopata." You were shaking your bum. Believe me, Nkechi Blessing. If they are going to tell you lies, no responsible mother, no responsible family will let their son marry somebody like you. I'm sorry, ma, Aunty Nkechi. I must be blunt with you. No responsible family, no matter how much you have, that man will still come and collect your money and go. Shay, you remember we talked about this girl that said she's Olosho? What's her name? President Olosho, Mandike, young girl. She's made it in life. Where is she today? As young as she is, come on, relationship, come on, good relationship. Because no family will open their eyes and be looking, and then you go and bring one person that has been calling herself President Olosho home. Or you, Nkechi Blessing, that you have been showing the whole world your bum and telling them, I don't wear pants. And some men has even had it with you by looking at you. Because nothing to hide again. Everything that God has given you, you have brought it out to us all. Now, to this young man that wants to become the governor of Ekiti State, if you and your partner, maybe that's why no woman can stay with you. I don't know. I'm just saying, with the way you're doing, what you are doing, you, because to my people, oh, why? How the man so Nkechi might come out and blab and do all her stuff, and then you just look away. She has started. And because of the fact that position to fair lawful, position, you are not coming out as a local government chairman. Don't you get it? Not local government chairman, no. Not councillor. A whole governor of a state, no fair lawful. And you can come out and be talking about all this trash about your relationship. I thought what should be your the most important thing to you now is your political ambition and what you can do to that state, what you can give to them. What are the things on the table you want to put on the table for them? I could see that you were clamoring for the ASU thing for the government to look at it. Why don't you channel your energy towards those things? Why answering Nkechi Blessing? Because of your own ambition, because of who you want to be in the society. One what be àpótí ti Nkechi Blessing. Ó yẹ ju ẹjẹ àgbọ̀ daddy wa tó ń ṣò wá lóògùn tó tọ́jú tipẹ́.
Mo ti lo oògùn náà. Kí ló wà ní oògùn? Bó ṣe lọ́jọ́ kan ni ó lọ wẹ̀ mo ṣe mú kìnìún bó ṣe check it medication. I started to check it. Like, which medication is this? Anytime after sex, you just use it like, I want to use my medication. Femara. Hey, so which medication is this? I swear to Almighty God with my life, and God is my witness. See? I swear to Almighty God with my life.
So, what is the big deal about Nkechi Blessing using medication? What is the big deal about it? Ó fẹ́ bímọ fún ẹni. So, ó possible pé Nkechi náà gbogbo ẹni tó ní, òun náà fẹ́ wá bímọ sí UK, kóun náà ní UK citizen, kóun náà lè fi gbàwé. But ẹ̀yin méjèèjì, kò sí owó kankan tá ń pè nǹkankan bí ó ṣe pé ẹ lójú tì. Honestly, ẹ lójú tì. Díẹ̀ tún gbẹnu tán.
Yes, all right. Kí o máa ní ọmọ tó ń fi gbóná ẹ̀ máa gbà mí o.
Kí ọmọ náà.
Ṣèbí wọn lọ kó máa mú gbó àṣẹ máa kó máa fi dún ọmọ lọ́wọ́ mú gbómọ ẹ̀ wáyé.
Jésù.
Ojú àti change ojú àti. I swear to Almighty God, jẹ́ nǹkan wá ogun ẹ̀. Swear to Almighty God if I'm lying on this. I want to show something.
Celebrity.
I swear to Almighty God.
Can you imagine?
But in Basiparo, the government state.
Oh, need di.
Celebrity.
You go no, you are
Femara. Femara. Celebrity, you know, Muasileni. Celebrity. Femara.
Temitayo. Thank you.
Everything that's doing out of Martinolo. Martinolo. Until Ogun, man. Kilo wa no Ogun. So she wasn't even hiding it from you, Honorable Falegon. She wasn't even hiding it from you that she was using it. So what is the big deal about it? If she was hiding it from you, and on told you now. Medication. I started to check it. Like, which medication is this? Anytime after sex, you just use it like, I want to use my medication. Femara. Hey, so which medication is this? I swear to Almighty God with my life, and God is my witness. See? I swear to Almighty God with my life. See? See where your celebrity don't use. See now. See you. She don't even finish one pack. I swear to Almighty God. Which medication is this? Anytime I tell you, what's this? Malo Google. It's for someone trying to get pregnant. Calm down. I told you I want you to change some certain things. Your behavior then. Are you sure that you're not lying now? So we don't know who is really lying between the two of you. You said when you
why try to get pregnant for someone you never loved? Omobola Ali someone ni no ni gbogbo ito un so yen wa ti mo that she was lying now. Adenike said, why would he even date Nkechi of all people in the first place? And you want to be a Ekiti state leader, you must be joking. So, number one, only you now called her. You said you called her and sat her down. But look, you cannot be pregnant for me now because of the fact that you have to change certain things in you, which were those things that he said she was smoking weed, and he told her to stop smoking weed, and all her attitude láti mama fi di ṣe yaba fi di ṣe boyoboyobo, but àwọn méjèèjì náà jọ máa ń ṣe online. He was the governor of a state. Tony, that's so much ambition, and I can say that this guy is well read. I don't understand. Anyway, Emagbolo.
Are you ready to go back to school? Same things. Once you change it, then we'll have a baby. But don't just.
Ó ní òun sọ pé kó padà sí school because ẹ mọ̀ pé Nkechi ó dà pé school start ló ní. Ó lóun ní kó padà sí school wípé and kó change gbogbo àwọn ọ̀wà òṣì ẹ tó bá ti change ẹ òun ò lè fẹ́.
Okay, baby straight. No, it will work.
Will it work?
Because I've got children. I'm a father of 3 lovely children. But we continue to have no.
3 different mothers, abi 2 ló bímọ fún Honorable Gongon. Thank you, Jare Ajenifuja. You understand? So Honorable fúnra wọn gan, àwọn náà baby mama sì pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀. Ọkùnrin tí ó bá ti lè hold obìnrin, tí ó bá ti lè hold inú ilé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ di gómìnà ìlú o. Gómìnà inú yàrá yín ni sà.
Go walk. Èmi ò ṣe mi gọ́ra mi báyìí. Ó ń lo oògùn mọ́ mi. I swear to Almighty God of my life. But you must be so tough. Mashuli, the government Ekiti State. What celebrity in one law UK? That's what she was using in the UK. Femara. See, wanted to get pregnant. That's a celebrity. Femara. Without my consent.
Without your consent.
She wants to have a baby. I said no. You went and smoke with like mad person.
Hi.
I said no.
Mashi.
You smoke with like what? Like chimney. You guys know chimney. Chimney in the UK here is always on top of the roof. The something start. Whoever escapes. You smoke like chimney and you want to have my baby. No, you can't. You can't have my baby. Forget it. It's not happening. Oh, what is it? Anyway, I'll do Ferrama. Thank you, Jesus. I said, thank you, Lord. I was very much thanksgiving. But now, boys, I'm going down all of similar thing. Why match your mom to show you with you? Could be mommy. But now, be quiet. I was the mother of my children. Because I'm telling you, if any mother of my children calls now, I'll just keep quiet.
So you can know that only if any of the mothers of my children calls now, I'm going to keep quiet. Do you understand? So you can imagine a man like that coming out to talk down on a woman and to ferry also oluma koko fagbo eyo ko to be sun o ti wa nlogun ati bimo kiniko. What kind of a man talks like this? Wo put e se sọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ di gómìnà odindi state kan like ṣe local government chairman ló fẹ́ di. Oh, me ṣe wọ́n pé mi ò kí like ma so.
I don't still call her ex anymore. But whatever.
And he said he was so happy when Nkechi got back to Nigeria, and she said she saw her message that he was so happy. Inú òun dùn, òun gbàlù, òun gbàjó, òun kó àwọn boys jáde, àwọn lọ mutí because báwo lòun ṣe máa gbọ́ pé wèrè báyìí ló bímọ fóun.
And the girl who just come from nowhere, just want to tarnish things that I've been doing for a lot of years. My work is my life.
Your work is your life.
My work is why people love me, not because of you. Most people. That was when we had a problem. That was when I knew you've got no one that loved me.
Number one, that's a lie, Mr. Honorable Falegun. I personally, I don't know of most people, but I knew you through. This is pathetic. Nkechi, please, God is your strength. This is not a man. Nkechi God. She shouldn't have come out to talk about this guy again. wọ́n ti jọ fira wọn sílẹ̀ oníkálukú ti lọ òun ló fa gbogbo any shit tí bàbá ìbá fún òun ló fà any shit tí bàbá ìbá sọ ń pa ẹ̀ òun ló fà. This is not a man, but what about her herself? Is she a woman herself? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tọ́ra wa jẹ. Nkechi talks too much. Ó jẹ́ kó lọ mú ẹnu ẹ̀ kó lọ mú dúró. Ó jẹ́ kó máa respect ara ẹ̀ ó ti ń dàgbà 34 kì í ṣe ọmọ kékeré mọ́. Ọmọ 34 years ó ti yàtọ̀ sọ́mọ kékeré. Oh no, let's be sincere. And because of the fact pé òun gan, ṣé you understand? Òun gan ní society. Ó ti ń di, you're becoming something in the society. You're not a small actress. You're not a small celebrity. You're a big celebrity, for God's sake. What are you talking about? It's not him alone. Now, Honorable Falegon, you are saying that people Nkechi did not influence you. No. Nkechi influenced you so much. Somebody like me knew you through our handle. Honorable Falegon, Nkechi lè ní tiẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ṣùgbọ́n we all, I for one, I don't know of others, I knew you through our handle. Who knew you before? Mi tiẹ̀ gbórúkọ yín rí. Ṣàpèlú òyìnbó la jọ ń gbé bíbá yìí ni. Àwa ara dẹ̀ jọ ń gbé lóyìnbó, àmọ́ bá ṣe jọ ń faṣẹ́. A lè má sí ní the same level ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé politician lẹ́yìn. But for you to say that, you know, I swear to God, Nkechi did not. It was when we had a problem that I realized that people loved me. No, nobody knew who you were. Who were you before you met her? You were nobody. Nobody knew you. Even on that Instagram, your profile went up because of her. Most of you guys go out with these celebrities because you want that influence. Of course, that's the truth. You know they've got the fame. If you're truly coming out as a politician, you needed a profile to bring yours up. That was why you were, you know, after her. Date. Ati dear not to say balabala ati bolo bolo nye. But for you to now say, don't lie. Okay, go on. Let's hear you.
There's no love on the internet. How honorable is what Pelu woman buy your garage. They enjoy your trips. Go Judy. Go Judy. Go Che balabala. But they don't love you, and you know it.
Can you imagine?
And you are always say,
Governor to be bringing down a woman totally. Governor to be talking down so much on a woman you have slept with. I would have excused you if you're just an ordinary person. But because of the fact that you are vying for a post in Nigeria, Gómìnà Èkìtì. Lè gbé àpótí tí obìnrin báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa gbọ́ yín lọ.
Okay, I'm alive. I don't love you because your way of life is not lovable. That's why you can't see it. You can never get a proper man. Forget about it.
You are not God, though, Honorable Falegon. We have said it. Fact is, with a way of life, it is a known thing. With a way of life, there is no responsible family that will allow their son to marry Nkechi Blessing. No responsible family, no matter what. Ebi o mo, kò sí responsible family kankan. Tó máa jókòó, tó máa rò pé ọmọ mi wà in love. Àfi tó yẹ pé bí àwọn òyìnbó, ẹ mọ̀ pé lifestyle àwọn òyìnbó mi bá ó yàtọ̀. So fi yẹn parọ́ o, ṣùgbọ́n you are not God. Okay? Because ìwọ gan bó ṣe ń rojọ́ pàpàpàpàpàpàpà ọkùnrin, obìnrin wo ló fẹ́ gbé ló máa fẹ́ fẹ́ yìí náà. Onku, obìnrin wo ló máa fẹ́ jókòó pé kẹjọ máa rojọ́ ẹ bá jà, tẹ́ bá gbà kò títì. Èmi ò lè fẹ́ rú yín o. Ẹ ti ẹ lè fẹ́ rú mi náà.
You can never get a proper man. The kind of man you can get is someone you can control and see as a boy. Come. But you know, like you couldn't do that to me because you're 33 years old. Some of my nephews and my niece, we're the same age mates. Some of my nephews and niece, you guys are the same age mates. And you know it.
Oh, bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé àwọn àbúrò ẹ yẹn ni ò bá jẹ́ kó wá face Nkechi Blessing. Honorable, you should have just kept quiet and let your junior ones your nephews, your nieces, you will have allowed them to deal with Nkechi Blessing. Instead of you coming out to spill all these things out. You're talking of being older than her. You knew you were older than her when you were sleeping with her. You knew she was dragging you while the relationship was fine. So saying this way, my drag here, honorable,
I'll always fight on that. To be on the phone. On the phone from morning to night, typing phone. When I'm businesses go, I'm going to send the order, come back.
Nkechi Blessing, what you know, man? Long about. When love turns sour, when love turns sour, but she man reveal. Only Nkechi Blessing only well after that she will be on the bed pressing. Are you a woman like that? Do you understand? Are you a woman like that? Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin yìí ń ṣọ́ wa o. Bá ṣe máa wà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì tá à ní wẹ̀ tá à ní lọ fọ òbò wa. Wọ́n ń rí wa o. Ṣé ti gbọ́ pé Nkechi Blessing sì? Bàbá yẹn ní kò ní fọ pùnání ẹ̀ láti àárọ̀ dalẹ́. Ó ní kò ní bọ́ọ̀ṣì gbogbo ẹnu ẹ̀ á máa rùn báyìí ni lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì táwọn bá wà.
Does that mean you shouldn't brush your teeth in the morning? Does that mean you shouldn't go and wash yourself? Imagine you are Matilowe. And that's someone's wrong with them. Someone's wrong with them. But man, sure, I didn't wait throughout the evening. You know the time is 9 o'clock. Can you be last my way? That room with the union. Dirty.
What you need, dirty? I know, near. Long about. Honorable Falegon. Tún nǹkan síta o. Ó ní dọ̀tí àná. Ó ní kò ní wẹ̀ látàárọ̀ dalẹ́. Ẹnu á máa wá máa rùn. Ó lóun ò ní lè sùn mọ́. Ó ní tó bá ṣí kíní ẹ bá kàn ń bù tí. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Nkechi dẹ̀ tóbi. Ó ní tó bá ṣí báyìí ó ní wọ́n ní òun á tún fẹ́ bì. Ọkùnrin.
Fucking hell. And normally I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't talk this way. But I realized it has gotten to the point. All she wants to do for my life is just break my life. She doesn't have a good plan. But okay, what is suffering? Or go to my swear to God with your life. And that's another thing. I shouldn't say this, but it's the truth. I swear to Almighty God with my life, what I'm about to say. And it's the truth. Can you imagine your lady writing you? Come forward message saying, Lord, I want Yasele, Abi, Allah, Abi, what don't think, not so my logo go. Swear to my turn my play jáde fún my screen message. I swear to Almighty God my life.
Honorable Falegon, John torí Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé àkókò fẹ́ gbọ́ èké làwa ń ṣe ń bí. That is our job on the internet. Yes. Please, can you bring every evidence you have against her? Let us hear. Ẹ kúkú ti túra yín síta. Kò sí èkúta tó fẹ́ búra yín ju eléyìí lọ. Ìwọ tó ti lè wo obìnrin tó ti bá sùn rí tó ní gbogbo òbú ẹ̀ Ìwọ tó ti lè wo obìnrin tó bá sùn rí tó ní kò kí ń fọnu. Ìwọ tó ti lè wo obìnrin tó ti bá sùn rí tó ní gbogbo bra ẹ̀gan ó ti já. Ìwọ tó ti lè wo obìnrin tó ti bá sùn rí tó ní that she's nothing. You understand? What else do you want to bring out that we will not? We want to hear. We want to hear. We want to see. Now, you have said that Nkechi Blessing went to Babalawo's place. What Ipo? What I is going to be a long series. We pay Nkechi Blessing. No. Ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Babalawo. Ó wá forward gbogbo nǹkan tí Babalawo tó sọ fún. Àbísẹ̀ le woman tó lọ bá. Ó wá forward ẹ̀ sí pé ọmọ ológo ni ẹ́. Come on. Let's be practical here. If I'm in a relationship with you, maybe I'm planning to marry you or you're planning to marry me. We are in a good relationship. And we're both looking towards something better for our future. And I went to an herbalist or an afar or a Christian cleric. And I said, okay, Mulo Shadura fun bo se ma da fara mejeji. Peradventure that was what happened between what Nkechi did do. Do you understand? So she went there to pray. And then she forwarded everything to you to let you know that where I went to pray, money omo logo ni e o, that things are going to be good for you. What is our offense in this? John torí Ọlọ́run Honorable Falegun. What is our offense in loving you? In showing you that love? Kò fi pamọ́ fún ẹ. So bá ipò lọ ṣògùn lẹ́yìn, if she had done that behind you and you know she didn't get back to you, it's a different thing. Or you caught her with things like that. But this time around, this is a lady that went to pray and then gbogbo wọn náà kò sẹ́ńtì ọmọ nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe ọmọkùnrin. Wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run ò kọ́ àjò. So possible kó máa ṣáájò ẹ̀ kó lè dá fún kó lè fi máa níláárí sí Ọlọ́run ò kọ́ àjò. Okay, ó wá lọ ṣáájò nìyẹn. Where she went, she now said, okay, ẹ bá mi pray fún boyfriend mi tí mò ń fẹ́ náà kí tiẹ̀ dá o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ọmọ ológo unlimited ni. And she forwarded the message to you just to let you know that look, èmi náà ń bẹ ṣàdúrà o. Ìyẹn ló tún wá sọ, I swear to God, ó lọ sílé babaláwo, I swear to God, I'll show you. Kí ló tún fẹ́ show wa? Ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
Ògùn máa ń pọ̀ gan. Kíní kan, wọ́n láti bá wọn ṣe ètùtù kíní kan. Kí ni mo sọ fẹ́ mú ní I'm not interested. It's because I know mi ò ń yálé. Ìyá mi ò ń yálé rí, bàbá mi ò ń yálé rí. I just want to bless. I just want to be a difference in my generation. But when we are yale, we lo buy ni ile, we lo yale, we lo buy. Èmi ò ń ṣe, à ń ṣe lé wa. Wọ́n ní láti ṣe àwọn kan, iṣẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ kan, iṣẹ́ wòlíì. Èmi ò ṣiṣẹ́ wòlíì nǹkan. Fi bílẹ̀. Ṣé kò sí ní ó jẹ́ problem láàrin màtí. Ṣé mi ní message? Swear to God, I don't have that message on my phone.
Sure. Wo show us anyway, message yẹn gan akọ máa fi wo náà ni. Torí kò ṣe big deal. Èèyàn ń ṣe àjò, ìyẹn ò ṣe big deal. It might not be part of you. Do you understand? I might not be somebody that's interested in such things, but I will never blame anybody doing it. It's their life. Everybody with their way of life. What are we talking about? Àwọn òyìnbó tó gbé ẹ̀sìn Christianity àti ẹ̀sìn Islam tó gbé kò wá. Gbogbo àwọn borrowed ẹ̀sìn tó gbé wá. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn náà kì í ṣe wọ́n ń ṣètò tí wọ́n ni? Wọ́n ń ṣe now. So being there, oh Lord, sílé babaláwo, oh Lord, oh, that is your way of life. Do not blame anybody for doing it. That's their way of life. So wọn kì í ṣe ń lé yín. Èyí tẹ́yìn wá ń ṣe ń lé yín gan worse. Torí èyí tẹ́yìn ṣe ń lé yín pé máa ń gbàpò títí obìnrin máa rojọ́ ni. Ó yá ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Àmọ́ ẹ̀ ológo gan ògo tó ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́wà. Bí àwọn tí nǹkan sì di gan gbà ẹ̀ ta ló mọ̀. Bọ̀ máa wọrí ọtí elégbèrè wa gbé ara ẹ̀ ló fi ń lù máa wọrí. Ọ̀rọ̀ àyájọ́ ni kó lọ máa rò.
Mo láìkí ẹja rẹ ọ̀rọ̀ àyájọ́ ni. Ó ní ọwọ́ tí elégbèdè bá gbé orí ara ẹ̀ ló fi ń lù. Àbí kí ni ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ kì í ṣètò ńlẹ̀ yín o. Ẹ̀yin ò dẹ̀ mọ́ wọn kọ́ pa ẹ̀ o. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àyájọ́ ni o. Níbo ló ti gbọ́ yẹn? Ọmọlọ́lá Adéwálé welcome on board sis. Níbo ló ti gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àyájọ́ yẹn? So you know that ọwọ́ tí elégbèdè bá gbé ọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ ló fi ń lù. But you don't know about ètò. Òótọ́ ni. O mọ̀ òní eroro. Yeah, go ahead.
No be me. Any little thing. Select kan mo ní woman pastor select kan Ìbàdàn. Mo rọ́wọ́ yìí. Olúwa kàn dá padà ní. Kò possible. Just for you to understand the Bible, what the Bible says.
Okay.
Sometimes things that once you're doing it.
Wọ́n ní Bíbélì mi ni mo gbójúlé, Kùránì mi ni mo fẹ̀yìntì. Bíbélì mi mo gbójúlé. Honorable Falegun. Ó send message sí ẹ. Please, can I have hot water? I need to come my bag for hot water. To go out, yeah. Because after 8 no one now. 8:30 go. So, Bíbélì mi ni mo gbójúlé, Kùránì mi ẹ máa reduce ohun ní tá bá ń ṣe program.
Your mommy wants some.
Oh, jeez. Hello, Jare. So, Bíbélì mi ni mo gbójúlé, Kùránì mi ni mo fẹ̀yìntì. Yes, so inside life. So, Mr. Falegun, ẹ̀yin mọ̀ dá padà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé nínú Bíbélì náà ní dá padà wà, ẹ̀yin náà mẹ́tò nìyẹn. Torí this lady said pé wọ́n náà ló sọ Mr. Ẹlẹ́jọ́ wẹ́wẹ́, ó ní ọ̀dọ̀ tẹ̀lẹ́ ló ti fẹ́ lọ ṣètò. Kò ṣe dúdú náà. Kò ṣe dúdú. So, ẹ̀yin náà tẹ́ ṣe dá padà. Ẹ mẹ́tò. Ẹ má pààrọ̀ ọ̀nkọ́ ẹ mẹ́tò. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Owó tẹ́lẹ̀gẹ̀ bá gbé.
Better yourself. Get your professor school fees in. You don't need to be worried about where you stay. I have a place. At least I have a mortgage I'm paying. I have my own house. I'm paying mortgage every month.
Okay, so you have a mortgage, but why did auntie you know, Pago, and yeah, that was what Nkechi Blessing told us. That's why we don't even know which one to believe out of the two of you. Nkechi told us that he stays in one room, and he was sleeping and waking up one day. That when you went to London, that was when you realized that he had nothing, that he was nobody. And now he's saying he's got mortgage. So Anthony mortgage. Nkechi will not pay. Yeah, my power you know.
Okay, that's fine. That's number one. Number two. Oh yeah, we don't understand when we're at the community school and that better. You even come as a spouse. Only motivation that I've been a spouse. You can even go to school free on a student loan. That's the way we can do it. Please just come into the country and better your life. Internet will last forever.
So my no tolo advice Nkechi Blessing no we pay come to the UK according to him. Oh no, more advice Nkechi Blessing. Come to the UK and come and further your education. Stop judging. Gbogbo judiciary tó ń ṣe lórí internet kò make sense. I can even organize student loan for you as a spouse. So if truly you did that, that was a good one. But because for
how long?
Thank you.
There's a lot of kids coming up now that they will be crazier. That they are willing to chase you away from the internet. And it's true. Please study. Why? Because I just want her to have a degree in the UK. Because of my better life, loud. So you see, where my degrees in the UK, I'm front. Then it's so easy to introduce her. Oh, she has a degree in the UK. I just wanted the best for Ekiti people. But most of you are from Ekiti, probably think.
Ego, Ekiti is trying so much to canvas. He's trying so much to do his campaign for you. Sincerely, I do not see this man as a matured man at all to lead a whole state. Not a local government, so not a constituency, a whole state. Ekiti. So, you were building her to make her the first lady of Ekiti. Somebody that has been judiciarying up and down on the internet. First lady Ekiti. Ekiti, I think you deserve better than this. Fire shit is sharing with one. When the first lady either, Nkechi Blessing, the first lady, Nkechi Blessing, the first lady, Nkechi Blessing, the first lady. Funke Akindele, she's coming out as the deputy governor of Lagos State. Funke Akindele dances. Of course, we do see her dancing. She loves it. But have you ever seen her? Come along, walk pata. Come a bid. And tebani di omoy. Long. Tebango akbuti aje. Akbuti aje. Idi eto yi. O wani walk pata. Natural ni o. Kogadi o. Kogadi bi àwọn ẹni alabadmos. Kogadi like be anybody. Ọlọ́run fún ní nǹkan tá ń pè ní fúrọ̀. Tó bá gbé fúrọ̀ yẹn síta báyìí. Kò wá tún ní wọ pátá. Òun ló fẹ́ fi ṣe gómìnà first lady. Okay.
Oh no, it doesn't. No, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Tell me, cash out on internet, create violence. I remember what he told me. I will never forget. He said, once you create anything violent, the next thing is a lot of people come to your page and you start advertising for people and be charging them. Money for how long did?
Okay. So, ofun wa ni ní gist kan nípa Nkechi Blessing wípé Nkechi Blessing sọ fún òun nígbà tó máa ń sọ fún pé stop dancing rough on the internet. Stop dancing rough on the internet. She said she's always trying to create violence, so that people will come on her page to. I know most of these people, you understand? Most of these influencers, they know how to, when they want trolls, when they want people to follow them and they want to create something, you know, they will just wọ́n kàn ṣá wá wàhálà kan wọ́n á dà sílẹ̀. Do you understand? And I'm sure we all know that Toto Dike does that, and this guy Bobrisky too does it very well. Do you understand? Wọ́n kàn ṣá fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ da internet rú kọ́ lè fi sáré rí adverts dà. So she told him that was what she was trying to do, that was the only way she was getting her adverts. Okay. But at the detriment of her future.
That will happen. How many people do you want to fight with? I will understand. But I fight about Bobrisky. When I fought Bobrisky that time, we've got no idea how much I made. And this was... So that's how you want to be.
So, what if most of these people fight because they want people to come, to invite people into their pages. They make violence so that people will rush to that page. But you know what? You are destroying yourselves. Honestly, the younger ones are looking up to you. Ẹ máa ṣépè fúnra yín, ẹ máa pariwo, ẹ máa ṣe everything. All because you want traffic. I pity your generation. Owó tá máa make, vanity upon vanity. No, Olajide Quadri, I'm not supporting maybe because you're just coming. Go and watch from the beginning. The two of them, Nimo blame. Oh, no.
Fighting with people for the rest of their life just to be able to make sales. Will you live? I thought that's not the kind of life you should live. But that's the kind of life she wants to live. And right now, I'm not saying you shouldn't live that kind of life. But I'm just saying I don't want to be included. I don't want to be with a repentant on
unrepentant.
It's a pure drug addict. Most of you a mental problem.
Nkechi Blessing. He knows you better than us, so because we don't know you. You understand? Somebody you have slept with, somebody you have been with for a very long time, so he knows you. Often you are a drug addict. Nkechi Blessing. Honorable Falegon made us understand that Nkechi Blessing is a drug addict. They are flagging this. I don't know why they are flagging this our small page. Don't flag it now. Your hair condition and okay, we might flag it. Buy your stars. Don't forget to buy me stars. Now, you are making us understand the fact that Ono man lo egbogi oloro. Ogbenutan. Àṣírí yìí pọ̀ o. Ó tú àṣírí púpọ̀ o. Okay, jẹ́ a máa gbolo.
I'm so soon you guys will understand. Swear to Almighty God with your life, okay?
Olótú ní àwọn ọpọlọ. Only it's not only that she's on that thing. That ó tún wá ní pé ó ní àwọn ọpọlọ. Pé skon dey worry am skon olólu láwọn ọpọlọ.
Swear to Almighty God with your life that I didn't tell you to go see a doctor. What did I tell you to do? I said, go and see a doctor. Oh, my worry, my God. No, because you can't handle it. The kind of mood Tony, only will please next minute. And that's the reason why I told you normally take your weed so you can be calm. What's of me? A man will marry you at home, and the only way you can be calm is if you are smoking weed every day.
But honorable, honestly, if truly you were looking for a wife, if truly, sir, you were looking for a wife, you met this lady and you knew she was smoking nkota and soy, and you still went ahead to date her. And for the duration of your relationship, she never stopped. Kò fi igbó mímu sílẹ̀ fún ọjọ́ kan. And you were still dating her until she said she walked out on you. Not that you dumped her, according to her. You did not in any way influence her to stop it. Considering your own level in the society, considering your position in the society. Oh, but we pay igbo mumu yóò dá igbo obìnrin. Àwọn ọpọlọ yìí kò ti mú lọ. Ìwọ fún ẹ ló gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lọ sí Yaba apá òsì. Ó bá má jẹ́ kó dúró rárá. Tó bá pé o really love ẹ. Yaba apá òsì wá ti mú lọ tipẹ́. Pé irọ́. No. You are not well. Believe me, mental health. Let's be focused here. You might not know you're suffering from it. It's people around you that should help you. If truly you knew she was having mental health issue, why? And to Fefe, to Belosi, oh, what's in London? You can see we wouldn't help her here. Let's go ahead.
No, human.
Oluwafunmilayo Lydia, thank you so much for giving us stars. Hey, we'll get people to follow one to one star. Shema, Tinioni Baje. Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate you for giving us stars. Oh. All of you, if you come, please help us now. Give me stars. Help my condition. Help condition Ajoke. As you come in, if you enjoy what we're doing, buy us stars. Okay, this will just give us the idunu to be doing it more and more. Anyway. Mr. Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate you, ma. Eshegun Olufunmilayo Lydia Taiwo. Thank you, ma. Now, like you said, Antonia Mopoloni will help it. Now, Ejana Magbolo.
It's a role model that doesn't have a degree. Oh, your favorite role model, someone like that. You should have left him, sir. I've got my reasons. And I swear I'm not regretting it. If you think I should regret it over the decision I made. When I went to Daddy Freeze and I said, oh, I just wanted to go, I asked Daddy Freeze now. The agreement was, okay, just apologize, let it go. Do that in question and just let it go. It will just bring peace. My brother, Daddy Freeze spoke to me now. That guy, Freeze, yeah. He spoke to me. He said, oh, just talk to people, make it calm, and just say you're sorry. We know.
You remember that Daddy Freeze brought him the other time, Tonjani, that he came out to spill it out, you know, because it was Nkechi Blessing that started it, bringing him down, saying he has small willy, is this, is that, is that, is that. So Daddy Freeze brought him out to apologize because a lot of women felt bad the way he talked down on her, you understand? So he said he came out to apologize to women, to apologize to Nkechi Blessing, and to move on. So this is what he's talking about. But don't Lord she apology again. Because Daddy Freeze is of home.
Please don't bash her. I said, okay, don't worry, I won't bash her. But not knowing that was even a mistake. Maybe I should have bashed her. But I didn't, and I told her, I said, you're a lovely person. Okay, I'm sorry. No vex. Next thing. That part I said no vex. She went to bring it up and put it on her page. Oh, he was begging me. Oh, no access granted. I said, you are the last person. That's what.
One need Bolabi lorúkọ wọn. New name Nkechi Blessing. This is Bolabi omo. Nkechi Blessing Bolabi. Oni nkan tó ń pè nìyẹn. Ó ní òun tún bẹ̀bẹ̀ apologized, and then you felt, you know, that he was trying to come back into your life. That what would he do with you? You Igbolabi.
It's the last person to come online to insult anyone. Because I have a lot of dirty things to talk about. That I'd just rather keep quiet. I'd rather be quiet about some certain thing.
Hello, caller.
Auntie Adoke.
Yes, sir. Ẹ kọ́ lẹ̀ sá o.
Rama, ẹ ma.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Eléyìí tó tún lọ lórí social media tó lágbára o.
Àbí o, bàbá ṣe rí náà ni, prevailing issues náà ni.
Iṣẹ́ rírí ìtìjú ni ò sí láyé mọ́.
Kò sí.
Ló jẹ́ káyé bàjẹ́. Kò sí ìtìjú láyé mọ́, honestly. Torí gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe yìí, I'm not sincere with you, mo rí bí rádaràda. Yes, because ó yẹ kí Nkechi jẹ́, ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ìtìjú fún àwọn obìnrin. The other man, Mr. Falegun náà, ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ìtìjú fọ́kùnrin. Àǹtí Àjọkẹ́, ńgbà tó ń gbéra wọn kiri kò sẹ́ni tó wà ń bẹ̀ náà. Ṣé èmi wà ń bẹ̀, ṣé ẹ̀yin wà ń bẹ̀, ṣé Daddy Freeze wà ń bẹ̀?
Love yẹn ga.
Ẹnìkan kò sí ń bẹ̀. Ẹnìkan kò sí ń bẹ̀ náà. Àbí tó bá tẹ̀ kó ní social media náà ti wá ríra wọn, òkè ó jà wá òkè náà. Orí social media náà ti wá tún ba yí ara wọn jẹ́. Ṣé ẹ wá wò ṣé làákàyè wà ń bẹ̀?
Kò sí sà.
Wọ́n pe Nkechi sí orí
TVC.
Tó kàn dá gbogbo ẹlẹ́ kò tiẹ̀ ní full stop, kò tiẹ̀ ní kọ́má,
kò
tiẹ̀ ṣẹ́ ẹnu kù. Ẹ wá sọ pé ṣé ìtìjú wà ń bẹ̀? Rádaràda ni. But it's just like, let me tell you, let's be sincere here. It's just bí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ìtìjú ló jẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Fún ọmọ Yorùbá. Yes, it's a big shame fún ọmọ Yorùbá. Irú òun yẹn pẹ̀lú rádaràda tó lọ ṣe yẹn. Mo ti sọ lọ́jọ́ tí mo ní òun fẹ́ ṣe rí fàwọ́rajà ni. Tó bá pẹ́ ní jẹ́ pamọ́ṣẹ́ tó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ni kò ní ṣerú Nkechi yẹn ló máa lọ jókòó tì ṣé wọn yẹ̀yẹ́ bíi tì í ṣé wọn lè fẹ́ gbé àwọn lè fẹ́ lọ jókòó tì lọ́tún ọlọ́mù wà lórí kọ́ kò yé yín so ṣé àwọn lè fẹ́ lọ jókòó tì àbọ̀ lè fẹ́ lọ gbé ṣé ẹ̀rí gbogbo bí kan jagbà lọ́tún bí kan jagbà ló sí ọkọ̀ lọ́kọ̀ bí kan hijack ọkọ̀ lọ́kọ̀ wọn náà yàtọ̀ sí kidnapper kí ni yàtọ̀ wọn gbogbo nǹkan wọn láyè bí kan hijack èèyàn kan hijack ọkọ̀ ọ̀tún wọn hijack ọkọ̀ òsì náà ni gbogbo wọn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn yẹ̀yẹ́ bíi tì so ìtìjú ló jẹ́ fún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn because ibi àmọ́ tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láì tó wá kóra wọn sórí social media tó ń gbéra wọn sórí kàtàkàtà wà mẹ́gbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. They should get away. Want to get out. Aláìní tújú ni wọ́n.
Aláìní tújú ni wọ́n.
Ọkọ̀ social media the rubbish.
Ẹ ṣe sá. Wọ́n ní get out of here. Nkechi Blessing and Honorable kò wọlé. Wọ́n lẹ́yìn méjèèjì aláìlójútì ní ìyá àgbọ̀tán.
Myself and that lady, we are two opposite people. I don't care. Forget about photo.
You are not two opposite people. Two of you are the same. Ẹ fit ara yín bàjẹ́. Honorable Falegun. Ẹ fit ara yín. Ìwà yín jọra yín. Èèyàn méjì tó bá jọra yín. Ẹ ti ẹ̀ tún jọra yín pẹ̀lú ojú gan. Ẹ ti káwọn méjèèjì rí. Ṣé ló dàbí ìbejì? No, sincerely, they look so much alike facially. Imú wọn náà bó ṣe jọ rú mú pọ̀ ni. Then the next thing ni pé ìwà yín tún wá jọra yín. Bóyá Nkechi náà yìí máa sọ fún wa bí wọn náà ṣe máa ń mu gbó àbí súnmúsúnmú ni wọ́n mú Nkechi náà máa jáde mú trust Nkechi kò ní dákẹ́ no a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni season 1 la wà yìí season 2 ń bọ̀ season 3 ń bọ̀ àwádẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó tá máa bá yín ṣe so it's not impossible pé Nkechi náà yìí máa fún ẹ ní wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ tiẹ̀ padà so go on ẹ jọra yín ṣe opposite kan náà nìyí.
Mo fáìn jù ẹ lọ náà. Mo fáìn tó mi. Ọgbọ́n máa ń sọ swear to God you haven't to.
Ọkùnrin tún sọ pé òun fáìn ju obìnrin lọ fáwọn alájà ní bọ̀dá yìí lóòótọ́ o wọ́n tún ní àwọn fáìn ju vat ẹ̀wọ̀n tó bá di gómìnà yìí gómìnà of Èkìtì ẹ̀yọ́ bí Èkìtì ṣe kékeré ìgbé àbí kí lè máa ẹjọ́ kí lè dé yín náà Èkìtì kété akété wọ́n ní òun fáìn ju obìnrin lọ fáwọn alájà ní bọ̀dá yìí wọ́n lọ. Ó ní mo fine jù ẹ lọ náà ìwọ́n tó máa ń sọ pé mo fine jù ẹ lọ àwọn fine boy àwọn ọkùnrin náà máa ń fi fine boy jó obìnrin yẹn ni.
Honorable Ọlọ́run kan fi dá mi lọ pé o fine jù mí lọ dáadáa.
Nkechi is crying wọ́n ní Nkechi ń ké ẹjọ́ má bínú ẹjọ́ ká Nkechi wo ló cause tí o lè ké sí yìí but you caused it mi ò fẹ́ kó ké o mi like o. When Nkechi ń ké lọ́wọ́ this is not what we want.
So when somebody does not give me money, my conscience will not me because I felt it has gone too far. This is a joke taken too far. So that's just think of it. There are so many things that I won't want to say right now because come on to a but I'm just saying concerning our part. So now for the records, I'm saying for the records, people, if you are watching me, I brought out the first video. I brought out the second video by Nkechi's ex. And everything that was said there is a capital lie. Capital lie.
You see, we all need to be careful. We can be angry as exes. Burna Boy don't talk and say last.
Everybody go chop breakfast.
Everybody go chop breakfast. And when they chop the breakfast, it feel rough. But that say go talk, say person they use. No.
Wrong. It's wrong.
As in, you will lose your endorsement like this.
You remember he said she's taking drugs.
People stop calling you for meetings. No brand wants to be identified with
drug. Yes.
That is into substance.
What you just said now is true, and that is why I'm coming to say this. To counter, because what he came out to say now, he said no. He told me she does not do drugs.
And then you're not like, oh man, somebody, I will not be a party to it. So now you're not coming to say it. That is my own annoyance.
Wow.
And you know it's a lie.
Oh.
Let's bring up though. That's what I'll just say, because and I think it feels that is the only way it can be relevant. You know, but this is just going too far. And I'm stating it again. Ẹni tó bọ́ síta wá sọ wípé èèyàn ṣe drugs. Ó sọ fún mi pé ọmọ yóò jẹ́ fọwọ́ kan igbó. Not to talk of drugs. So where are you getting? Why did you now go back to bring up this cooked up story? I'm the one that posted your first video. I posted a second video. We talked that late now. What are you saying? Can you know with my enemy? I'm not saying you will day now. If somebody come out tomorrow, let me say they do drugs. The boy can go court. You go carry and go court because you can say when you break up with this woman.
Nkechi no sorrow mo wà lórí live video pẹ̀lú other phone mi tell me.
That's what you can say when you break up with a woman that people will just overlook it. There's some things that.
Let me ask you, Yella. Sorry, Uche.
You need to be interrogated properly.
What is your take in all this matter?
I feel like her ex was just being petty.
Yeah, we can blame our ex for real. Honestly, we can blame our ex. But Nkechi Blessing herself, why did she go online to start talking about her relationship again? Honestly, I would say she brought all this to herself. No matter what. You brought this to yourself. This guy has kept quiet. You went into TVC to start talking about him again. And you know that this guy himself won't go badun. I really feel for her, honestly. I really, honestly.
I don't want it to get beyond this point because this one alone is a revelation that I am being vindicated to some extent. But taking it to make we come dey drag ourselves, they go court and all of that, there will be no need for that. In this same social media space, that he came out to say those things about me, he by himself will come out and said he was lying. No matter how long it takes, he would do it. He will definitely do that. From you saying I came to apologize to you, to bring out the message of where I apologize. If to say you get message where I apologize to him, if I don't bring him out. Everything I said about this guy were the truth. I never lied on him to make myself feel good. All his friends around him knows where he stays. The things I said about him are the things that I know about him, not the things that I don't know about him. I did not lie on him. I did not try to frame him for what he's not. Even though I have things that I could say, of which they were not facts, that I cannot say because I'm not sure, I did not even use those things to insult him or to talk down on him. But he decided to use lies. I rather hurt him with the truth than tell lies about him. I would never lie on him. But whatever it is that he's saying just to make himself feel good, I am going to leave him with God. Trust me. I am not going to say a word about this after now.
No, I think it was actually
very good way.
Our discussion actually shows that
a lot of people said I went on national TV to slander his name. You people did not even watch the full interview. I was making reference to something. I did not even mention your name, Mr. Man. I said my ex. I am 33 years of age. I've had so many ex of I did not mention your name. So why on earth do you think you are the only ex in my life? Who the actual fuck do you think you are? Woo!
You were not one of my exes. I never met you, bro. I was only talking about an ex. And then you think you are... Why are you making yourself important? I went for an interview and I made reference. I did not mention your name. The interview, the full interview is on my YouTube channel. A lot of people can go there and see it and tell me why I mentioned this man's name.
But we knew who you were talking about anyways.
Everything I said about him was the truth. But if he thinks he wants to come and lie just to make himself feel good, I swear on my late parents' grave, I will not drag him one pinch anymore. I'm going to leave him to God. Lawyer, I don't get money. I don't get money for lawyer. I don't get money to do case. But I'm going to drag him to the court of God. I will put him in the law court of God, and he's going to vindicate me, and he's going to judge us accordingly.
But I think one thing that Nkechi got right, that I can testify to in all our discussion was this. Nkechi was the one that broke up with him, not the other way.
Hey, Jesus. No, let him let himself feel good.
He told me now, he said, would they like Omoye Oshibo? But I said,
so because somebody is not doing again, you now have to spoil them. You now have to destroy them.
Should I tell you what he said? That has not. He said, the fact that he himself cannot have me, no other man will. So if you like, let me post my pussy.
What you said now, exactly what he said. Exactly what he said.
If you like, you should post my private part. No, I don't talk again. If you like, you should post my private part on Instagram. You should trend. Man, we go stay.
Oh, Tony.
Exactly what Nkechi said now. Exactly what he said. I even went to the point I said, listen, you say you be politician. And then the easiest way for you to actually even gain ground politically is through using somebody who is a known actress in that part of the world. So it was like pained. He said, the exact thing Nkechi said. So when people say, when he says he walked out, it didn't work out. Nkechi broke up with him.
What do?
What happened? I'm saying this now because see, I'm emphasizing this. Nkechi fún mi lówó kọ̀ọ̀kan. Tó bá fún mi lówó máa sọ. Tá bá ṣe eléyìí tán, tó bá lóun fẹ́ fún mi lówó máa gbà.
Wá ti gbà. Iṣẹ́ ìlú ṣe.
Wèrè ní bàbá ó ṣe wèrè gidi.
You want to give him money to become
After this one, if you want to give me money, I will collect am. Today being by me money do mo fẹ́ ṣèyàwó yìí so máa gbà.
Láti yé wa.
Ta ló fẹ́ fẹ́ wúṣe yìí ó máa try gan.
Ọmọ bá ń gbọ́ lókì láti ilẹ̀.
You collect.
Do you know one thing? See, I want come and call me Kevin Joe. Some people like the way I don't know boy he. Let me
Joe for. Grab your dance. So you dance for us.
Don't let me.
No, you have to dance for us. You have to dance for us.
I saw that important is sick. And there's other ones, and there's this other thing. Now, Nkokotu Shellen, that was even the reason why I was even part of the reason. Also,
we got the picture.
And then I remember that the first thing he said when we were talking was that the only reason she stayed because of the food. So she knows that we don't leave her. So when I now saw when you came out and said Komonjes, I'm like, okay, what's going on? So the bottom line, if he had not come out with this other drug listing, I won't even come out and say all these things. Because I know then I told him, I said, don't say this thing. I told him, I said, what you are saying now, did she do it? No, just talk up now. I said, no. No. There are some lines you don't cross. When you cross that line, it's difficult to go back. Because now, me coming out to say this is just to make one thing clear. that everything he has said about this young woman is a lie. Everything. Even more post first video, more post second video. Everything he said about Nkechi is a lie. It was just to trend. But now the trending done, it's now getting repulsive to the ears. I say you're a soldier. So long balance money, Benny. No, I think the media houses, you actually, if you are listening to me, if you're a media house, please get the facts straight now. This is the facts. I posted the first video. I posted the second video. So get the fact. Mo le paro to ina. So for me lowo ni. Ko sanwo fún mi now.
Ko sanwo.
And I'm coming out now to say everything that was said was a lie. It's not true. She broke up with you. Simple.
But Uche, Nkechi, let me ask you. What do you use hold this guy? Because you like this guy still in love.
But it was not the guy that first talked now.
He loves too much.
Oh, God.
He was 3 hours live. I saw Falego do 3 hours live the other day. Yeah, catch people when they do live, take the chop. We don't need to do 3 hours live.
That the phrase itself.
No, I think what happened was that, when you meet somebody you know is above your pay grade. When you meet a woman who is above your pay grade, and when you feel swagger kojeli, and then you now mistakenly lose her, and then realities now struck on you that actually this girl is like a big deal.
Now let me tell you guys something you people don't know. Now some people said, let me just
I'm a relationship expert.
Daddy freeze, I beg. The kind calls where I don't receive since they say make I come up for this your live video because I don't want to talk draw where I will talk now.
No talk.
This man go on live video.
And we don't even allow you talk.
I just a look now. I beg. I don't know whether I want to talk again. I have to respect the fact that you called. I was even shocked to see Uche's DM. When did I reply you? Immediately I tackle you. I say, bros, but now you dey.
When you read the Gumiti, let me read what he said. It happened to be a fake account. See life.
Even drag her, come out because she was like she doesn't want to say anything about it. I said, no, I want to clear my conscience.
That is
every media house. I know.
SB Gold.
I know a lot of people are watching this. Every media house, please, you can now desist from taking anything negative, said about this woman. I think I've been
I don't know. I don't know what I want to say, Seth, because I.
Okay.
Well, now the phrase, let me, me, I'm a very emotional person. That's one part that I never want the internet to always know about me because that's why I bring out my dangbana, my craze parts online. So I don't want to say anything that will make me start saying no, right? So whatever it is that he said about me, anybody that wants to believe it and add your own. It won't change who I am. It won't add to me. It will remove from me. But like I said again, in due time, God will keep all of us alive. Then a lot of people will come and say, Nkechi, what kind of God do you serve?
Nikki
That's
Posh.
the only thing that I am going to say. They will come out and ask me to show them the God that I serve. It is going to happen sooner or later. Only if everything that he said about me. You said it to the point that he said that I beg words. What?
Olotumanto le.
Me?
How do you even come up with all this?
You know, I'm shocked. I am shocked.
Chokobìnrin tó le. Oh, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ná, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ tán ná.
I feel like that is too big a lie to tell. I
am shocked. Like, I don't do beef. I don't even coffee talk anything.
No. Sorry. I have to go there. Boya Komo difference squat at the bedrest.
Squat.
This even got me to that level, self.
On le kwe o le to yen. Ah, what you so go squat? Nti o kwe o tobi.
Oya. Come on,
Wọ́n ló kó èyàn ò tóbi oní o máa jẹ́ kó squat. Wọ́n ló tọ̀ ni.
I remember pé ó ní Nkechi ló wò mọ́lé ṣe.
No, make it leave that one.
It's not for babies. It's not for children. Not for children. Don't go there. Our men, those are the people that make it squat. Our babies, teeth they bear. We are doing it. It's not for
me. I'm born again, no.
No, but what I will tell Nollywood actresses is this: when you see a man who is wooing you, and then please take him to Babalawo. Because the biggest mistake you make is
the biggest mistake that 3,000 something. Tell them now.
She's 20 years old. When my mother was her age, she was pregnant with me. More lead story. Have you?
So well, the biggest mistake,
and my mother is a professor. So
that's what my king. The mistake she did too, with the ex. And one thing I noticed is that after she broke up with him, she started progressing. Nkechi also, immediately she left the valley. God took her to the mountain. Tell ladies, any man, just take it to the valley, because some men, when you cling on to something and then you go have it again, it's painful. Even me, I'll be pained. So when you don't say it, I just came out to say, irọ́ ni o. Èmi kò bá post video méjèèjì yẹn o. Ó fẹ́ be trending ni. What he said he wanted to trend.
He actually told you that he wanted to trend.
He wanted to trend. He said it's to trend. He said it's not. I said, are you sure everything he says to trend? I won't even come out and say this if you didn't cross that line. Because normally, people break up now, you say nasty things, about yourself just to get at each other. But when you now say somebody is doing something that I told you that I will not be a party of, and you told me that you have never seen anything, not even weed with her.
It's their network, my people. Daddy Freeze and they are trying to salvage the situation, but instead it's getting worse, believe me, because this guy, the Uche guy that said it was the one that posted the video for him, is not helping matter at all. If truly you posted it for him in the first instance, that's when they had the problem. So you knew he was lying and you helped him. Now, because he has come out to say that she's on Nkonye, and she knows she's going to lose her endorsement, because like Daddy Free said, nobody does anything with entomanoshe substance. Do you understand? So now she has come out to cry. But one thing, Nkechi Blessing, before God and man that created you, who started all this dragging? Apart from the first one. This dragging started yesterday because you went on national TV to talk about your ex. Now you're saying you've got a lot of exes. Why was he the one that said it was the one? Because just like yourself too, Nkechi Blessing. See about so for you to come and give us all these stories that you weren't talking about, is a lie. You understand? It's a lie. And this thing will go on and on like this. There are this thing, no pause at all, no pause.
And you told me that she has never, you have never seen anything, not even weed with her, all throughout when you get dating.
Oti stop, you know. But kò sí, no matter what, that guy cannot. If you tell the trust, you know, you know, formulate. But he was calling God and taking Bible. So who do we believe? Who do we trust? Who do we follow their own? Now, Daddy Freeze, you were saying, okay. Hello. Yes, sir.
They think God is a fool like them. Àwọn arò pé Ọlọ́run ọ̀dẹ̀ níbi tí wọ́n. Torí ńgbà tẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni ìṣe pé Ọlọ́run sí. Tọ́lọ́run wà ń bẹ̀.
Come on, Ọlọ́run sí
báwo lẹ ṣe
nonsense.
define ẹ̀ méjèèjì báwo define ẹ̀ kí ni definition tẹ́yìn méjèèjì jọ fún nígbà tẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Báwo lẹ ṣe jókòó because both of you are mature already fine but nígbà tí ẹjọ́ jókòó ẹjọ́ define ẹ̀ dáadáa. Nígbà tẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ okay for how long tẹ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí nìyẹn tó fi wá di pé wá broke up okay so at least èmi ò mọ iye tẹ́ fi pẹ́ tẹ́ fi lò but within that process kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ahead of it ṣe àwọn family kan wọ́n ṣe Nkechi family jókòó àbí family wọ́n bọ́yẹn náà jókòó pé okay o a fẹ́ mọ́ra wa o a fẹ́ fẹ́ra wa o because if not so kò yẹ kó tó ní social media. Social media then very very powerful ni ó ní agbára gan.
Ó serious o.
Tí kò bá ti débẹ̀ báyìí ayé ẹni yẹn ti destroy nìyẹn. Yes in the sense that wípé àwọn tí ò mọ genesis ọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo rán àwọn nǹkan tó comment bẹ́ẹ̀ pé that guy need to be sue for what? Ṣé ìmọ̀ genesis yẹ ṣé wọ́n pè é jókòó ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ jùlọ ọ̀rọ̀ òsì lẹ́nu bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Yes ọ̀rọ̀ òsì lẹ́nu ẹ̀ òun ló jẹ́ kí òun ló wá itọ́ síra ẹ̀ lára and like somebody said ní pé kò responsible and it's true to me kò responsible.
I will version ya yes ma'am.
He's not a responsible type.
No.
Yes àwọn tó ń jókòó tó ń dúró de owó obìnrin ni. Yes àwọn mo ti nígbà tẹ treat case yẹn maybe like 3 or 4 months ago mo ní sọ fún yín pé pàwọ́rajà ni ó lè gbà lọ́wọ́ méjèèjì.
Ó lè gbà.
Yes.
Tíf káyà tíf.
Ó lè gbà lọ́wọ́ méjèèjì. Báwo náà ṣe define ẹ̀ between themselves. It's not a big deal. But okay tó bá gbọ́ wọ́n define ẹ̀ dáadáa ni. Bí jẹ́ registry wọn lọ. Lọ́wọ́ dẹ̀ ṣe registry bó jẹ́ traditional wọn á ṣe. Wọ́n á gbọ́ pèèyàn méjì pápẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn tàbí bàbá tàbí ìyá. Á dẹ̀ jókòó kò ní dórí social media. But nígbà tó wá dórí social media wà tó ẹ wá máa pe Ọlọ́run sí tọ́lọ́run kọ̀ bí yín ni ṣé tẹ̀lé pẹ́ lọ́run ni ṣé pé Ọlọ́run yẹn sí ni nígbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ wá máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run kọ̀ bí ti yín ni àbí nígbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣé àwẹ̀ ló gbà ṣé àwẹ̀ ni wọ́n gbà tó fi pàdé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn àbí àwẹ̀ ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn gbà tó fi pàdé wọ ìfẹ́ kan pàdé yín ọ̀nà ní telegram.
Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kó fúnra yín gidi.
Ẹ wá dàrú tán ẹ wá sọ pé Ọlọ́run wá ń pọ̀ Ọlọ́run sí ṣẹ́rí ó dàbí ìgbà tí táwà tó bí ẹ̀hún náà gba breakfast wá sọ pé àdàbí àwọn obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ náà ló dá lóhùn padà pé kí ló jẹ́ àdàbí ọgbẹ́ni lọ́jọ́ kó jàre.
Àti táwà akínṣefẹ́ àbí akínṣefẹ́ rẹ àbí kí ló ń jẹ́.
ṣebí wọn náà jágba ní lọ́jọ́ kó ọgbẹ́ni àdàbí bo ni tó àwọn méjèèjì ẹnìkan kò lè dá sí i àti Nkechi àti bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn because nígbà tó ń kó fásùn fúnra wọn tó ń gùn láàrin ara wọn àwa ò sí ń bẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir. You are right, sir.
Ṣùgbọ́n a man should remain as a man. Ẹ̀kọ́ lélẹ́yìn jẹ́ fún àwọn ọkùnrin tó wà ń ta tí wọ́n ń dóde owó obìnrin. Gbogbo ọkùnrin tó dáadé ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ obìnrin, wọ́n máa padà jìyà lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ni. Yes, I keep saying it. Gbogbo ọkùnrin tó bá ti ń dúró pé owó obìnrin ló máa dúró dé, ó máa padà jìyà lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ni. Ìgbà bá gbọ́ yẹn ó dúró ní dúró ọkùnrin tóun náà náwó fún ni. Kò ní wá sórí social media kó wá máa bla bla yẹn. Òun gan jìgólò ni. Yes, òun gan jìgólò ni. Ọlọ́mọ mẹ́ta. Ǹjẹ́ o ló ti ọmọ ìgbẹ̀yìn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká bí. Ó wá sórí social media, ó wá ìkóló ẹ̀ jáde, ẹni pé kò gbádùn ọkùnrin.
Gọ́vnà, ẹni tó fẹ́ jáde fún gọ́vnàṣìp.
Àwa òkè, àwa ẹ̀rẹ̀, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn ní Nàìjíríà ti ṣe gbogbo yẹn náà. àṣírí àti wèrè lè jáde fún anything. Yes. Kò sí kan tó fi ṣèyàn. Kò yé àṣírí àti wèrè ó lè jáde but in Western world wọ́n á ká ẹ̀ dànù pé ìwọ tó kọyàwó ẹ̀.
Abiola Sago, thank you so much for buying us stars. God bless you, ma. Abiola Sago, thank you.
So Naija kò bá lọ fún presidency gan ní Nàìjíríà náà ti ń ṣe gbogbo ládàradà yẹn. Nàìjíríà nìyẹn ní ọjọ́ gbogbo Western world ló bí so èèyàn tó bá wà responsible kan kò ní ṣerú ládàradà tó ṣe yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà. Ẹ ṣé sà, àwọn méjèèjì náà la máa bá wí, abábọ̀tún wí àbóṣùwì. Now, Nkechi Blessing, I really feel sorry for you because no woman deserves to be dragged, no matter what. Do you understand? And I will say, no man deserves to be dragged too. I'm not going to be a spokesperson for a woman that has not respected herself too. We all know that at wo, at the engineer Falegun àbí lola mo nje kan náà ní, you understand? So
get at each other, but when you now say somebody is doing something that I told you that I will not be a party of, and you told me that you have never seen
anyway, image making, this one is just image making. Image making ni eléyìí, you know when you're paid to do your job. Do you understand? So this is pure image making, because of the fact that when it comes to anything that has to do with substance misuse, no brand will want to be part of you. Do you understand? Do not forget that Nkechi Blessing is a brand ambassador for lots of companies. I think lots of nice companies. And for her to be linked to anything like that, they will always bury it. Who gave me 500 star? Abiola Sago. If I don't kneel down for you, who will I kneel down for? Thank you so much, ma or sir. Whoever this Abiola Sago is, God bless you. I appreciate you so much for giving me this lot of star. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fún mi ní star leni, ògo yín ò ní wọ̀ mí. Abiola Sago, bóyá ọkùnrin ni yín o, bóyá obìnrin ni yín o, ògo àwọn ọmọ yín ò ní wọ̀ mí o. I pray that the Lord Almighty will bless you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So like I said, oh, this is really lovely. I love it. Thank you, ma. So no brand will want to associate with her, and I guess that's why they are trying to, to do it. Oh, you're a lady. God bless you, Abiola Sago. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ ṣé ma. So òun náà ń try láti ṣe láti lè tún image yẹn ṣe, ṣó ti yé yín, nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn. God bless you. I appreciate you, ma. So for you, Nkechi Blessing, like I said, wọ́n ní tí aláǹgbá ò bá lanu, ògiri ò lè, tí ògiri ò bá lanu, aláǹgbá ò lè wọbẹ̀. If you have not come out, you remember that right from the onset, when you people had the first problem, you came out like somebody that was on something, sincerely. The way you were was like you were just out there to destroy that guy too. You were the one that told us that he wasn't good on bed. You were the one that told us a lot about him. Do you understand? You told us he had no job in the UK. You told us the kind of house he was living. A lot of things that you spilled out. Now, the guy too came out to finish you, to talk about you, that okoko kukobodu ni wo no. Now, wọ́n ti bá yín parí ẹ̀, oníkálùkù ti lọ. You went on national TV again. Abiola Sago, God bless you. Thank you. So, you went on national TV to still talk about your relationship. Now, they said you were crying before I came onto the program. They said you were crying. You can cry now, but who brought this to yourself? It is you. It's time for you, honestly, to rebrand yourself, Nkechi Blessing. Number one, you're not getting younger any longer. You are not getting younger. And as you grow, you should grow in knowledge, in whatever you do, improve in everything you do in life. Going on social media to be exhibiting yourself or because of brand ambassadorship or whatever, or because you want to cruise, it won't bring anything good about you. Honestly, it's going to break you at the end of the day. You can make all the money. I do say something. Abiola, cute Abiola that is doing skits, Macaroni that is doing skits, or the ladies that are doing skits, my mommy that is doing skits, is she doing Shediba Labala before she makes some money? Is Abiola cute doing things that are out of the world before they are making their money? And they are millionaires, all these young ones. What are you teaching the other ones coming behind you? You people that are saying you are catching cruise, you are making money on the internet. Some of you from morning till night fighting. Some of you from morning till night Mama Bugaini. Some of you from morning till night is exposing your body to the whole world because of what? We don't need this. This is not what social media should be for. And for you, Engineer Felegun, Abi Mr. Falegun, I see less of a man in you, sir. I'm sorry. I see less of a man in you. Honestly, thank you, Wumi T. I see less of a man in you. If as a man, you can spill this out like this is too much. It's unbelievable that a man will come out no matter what. Kò síjà tẹ́lẹ̀ máa jà. Nítorí sọ yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Engineer. Honorable Falegun, àbí kí lẹ pé ra yín sà. Pọ̀. Ẹ jókòó sórí internet. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ jáde fún odindi governorship. You came out to be saying things like that. To say, ó ń tọ̀ sílé. Obìnrin tẹ́ ti bá sùn. So that Mr. Badi gómìnà wa gan, any small thing wa báyìí, ẹ máa gbé síta ni. Not only that, if truly she's not on fire and cut and soil, tell the paru gon yemo, opo. If truly she's not, oh, I'm not saying she is or she's not. If truly, because this guy said, your plan me, tell ni, òun dẹ̀ for ask by yín. Wípé òun ti wá jáde láti wá sọ òótọ́, wípé irọ́ lẹ pa. If truly you are lying on her, that is too much. To get back at somebody because ó sọ pé òun àti òun lòun dump because you have no job, you are this, you are that. What she has said is not really a big deal, honestly. Ó kàn jẹnu ẹ̀ náà ni. I'm not saying what she said was right or was good. But for you to now come out with that, tó bá pé lóòótọ́ ni o, that's too much. No woman deserves to be brought down. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé brand ambassadors ni. Like I said, tó bá pé parọ́ mọ́ ni, ẹ jáde kẹ́ jẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ pé irọ́ lẹ pa o. Honestly, ṣé ti gbọ́ uncle Bọ̀dá Fálẹ́nu Àbíbálá Ọ̀nàdẹ̀lẹ̀ ń jẹ́ ni. Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yìí, ó pọ̀. Ẹ ti ẹ̀ mú kékeré, lẹ tú gbogbo àṣírí tó yìí. Ká ló ń tọ̀ lóòótọ́ ni. Ọlọ́run bá. Kódà kan ti sáré yọ yẹn kúrò tí mò ń play lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Because ìyẹn góńgó ló ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó ń lo egbògi olóró. I think they've removed it, yes, because máa really bad brand gan, honestly. It's going to bring down a brand totally. Believe me, that one is too much. Ó spill out nǹkan gan, ó ti pọ̀ jù. It's taking off. That's good. I think they took it off because ìyẹn góńgó ló máa bá brand jẹ́. Because inú ìyẹn góńgó ló ti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ó ń lo egbògi olóró. Kò dà, ìyẹn pọ̀. But ó ní ó mú ó ń fagbó. Obìnrin ń fagbó, ọkùnrin náà ń fagbó. Igbó ò dáná, but no ń fa. We caused it. Look at it. Wọ́n ló ń wíwì. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ni ó ló tọ̀. Ó tún sọ ó ló ń tọ̀. Ọlọ́run.
So the time that I was now trying to level
I like
up
the way
to
she
his
went
love.
through Nigeria.
You get it. The time I now wanted to level up to the love he said he has for me, that was where he messed up. I was going to keep this for maybe my YouTube channel, but let me just break everything down. And I wouldn't want anybody to make the kind of mistake that I made.
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
I recently broke up from a relationship, my ex that lives in America. And then in the heat of the breakup, we're still trying to fix things. He started posting a girl covering her face. Then I realized there's this man asking me out. Okay, fine man. It's not, ramifications of the kind of people I would like to date is not 1 to 10. You get it? So that was me trying to use him to get back at my ex. Then I landed up in a relationship. You get it?
Yeah.
So it was just likeness. It was not love. That's it. So a lot of ladies make this kind of mistake. They end up marrying somebody who they really love because they're just trying to get back to an ex.
Are you dating now?
Of course I am.
Please. We heard.
You heard what?
This
time around.
Okay.
It is not because
People are very. They're talking particularly. They say he's a younger man.
well, you guys have heard already.
Yeah, I heard.
Hey, Jesus Christ. No, I'm not. I am actually very young at heart. Like
I like that.
So he's a younger man.
Yeah.
How much younger?
He's 27.
Compared to you?
I'm 33. I'm not that old.
That's fine.
Within the range. I mean, it makes me feel like a baby. Hello.
This is blushing and everything. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
You're not planning to start posting immediately.
No, we are friends for now. That's how we just.
Oh, friends with benefits.
No.
The benefits?
Bene. What's that?
Benefits now. You have benefits now. How is it?
So for this one is.
Are you intimate? Please, what's my question? Okay. Are you intimate with this 27-year-old?
I don't know, but we're not trying to define what we have now. We're just going with the flow. Because right now it makes me happy. Yes.
Something.
Like my vibe matches his vibe, and we're just cool like that.
I wish you all the best. You caused it yourself. Anyway, I played it so that we'll know where we're coming from. Why Honorable came out to give it to her that big, by saying all sort of things, very dirty ones. Tí ó tiẹ̀ dá ká máa gbọ́, òun ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ because kò dá kéèyàn máa sọ ẹgbọ́jọ́ ẹnìkan dá àgbà òṣìkà ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So òun fún rẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ kí akọ́kọ́ mọ̀ pé honorable wúlò fóun ó force ara ẹ̀ léwu ni ṣé you understand. So and anything like that tó bá ti wọ́n tó ti kọ́ọ̀sì ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ló lọ kọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ fún rẹ̀. So nǹkan tó rí yìí I feel bad that she's crying now because ó dùn mí gan Ọlọ́run it's paining me gan. Ó dùn mí gan honestly. Mọ̀ pé lè le tó yìí ó dùn mí. Wọ́n ti gbé jáde gan ìtọ́ wá tí bẹ̀bọ̀ yẹn sọ yẹn pọ̀ ó pọ̀. Wọ́n tún wá lóòótọ́ sílé títọ̀ yẹn ni ò dáa. Well, ẹ̀yin tèmi, I'm tired. So, for Nkechi Blessing, I wish you all the best. My advice is please keep away from social media when it comes to this guy. We can see that this is a guy tó know lójú tì. So yẹ kò sẹ́ni tó know lè gbé fún because ọkùnrin tó bá lójú tì ni there are some things you don't even say. Honestly, wípé òbóbìnrin sùn ó dà sára ó dà yàgàyàgà ó fẹ̀yẹ fífìn yẹn ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ní ó ṣe you are not a man. Or obìnrin ó ní problem pẹ̀lú obìnrin ó bú ẹ ìwọ náà wá gbápò títì ó jókòó tì gidi gan ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bú ẹjọ́ ń búra yín irú ọkọ wo ló fẹ́ jẹ́ it brings you down honestly. Sir, you yourself you need to please go and sit down and face your political career. Go and sit down and face your political career. Do you understand? And I pray that because no matter what, you should be over 40, Mr. Abi Honorable Adelegon. And to get almost 40 years, she was ọmọdé ni. Àgbàlagbà ni yín now. So you pay ngan le jẹ́ kẹ́ máa tọ́ àwọn èèyàn sọ́nà. Ṣùgbọ́n ngan ẹ wo bẹ́ ṣe ń ṣe. It's not good as a man, no. Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn ó pọ̀. Àmọ́ pé Nkechi ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Òun náà ẹnu ẹ̀ kò kí ń mú ara wọn dání. Nkechi lọ́jọ́ kò jẹ́ o jọ obìnrin ni ẹ́ ìwọ náà o máa bímọ o máa láwọn ọmọ láyé ó dàpọ̀ lọ́mọ ọkùnrin kan rẹ́díò àbó bá dẹ̀ tí ìbí òyì máa bímọ àdúrà wa náà ni pé kọ́lọ́run bá kó ṣe ọkọ aláyọ̀ fún ẹ and for you too honourable ọlọ́run àṣeyàwó aláyọ̀ fún yín o ẹ má jà o ẹ bá dẹ̀ jà àwa wà ń bí láti dá yín lóhùn. I won't be able to trade the second topic. I'm tired and I will see you when I see you. It might be tomorrow, it might be later, anytime. But thank you so much for all of you that give us stars. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Anyway, about the program, don't forget my advice. Go for insurance. Take insurance policy. It's for your future. It's for your life. You understand? For your future, for the future of your children. Take insurance policy. If you need more details on how to go about it, I've got a broker. I put details out. And if you have anything that you want to advertise, goods, services, please give me a call. Only cream tonta. For now, I'm not the brand ambassador for anybody. So anytime you want, you can call me. If you have cream, body product that you sell, give me a call and I can advertise for you. If you have clothing, anything, give me a call. Services and goods, we love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mumiti, every one of you. The Genesis Dwelling, I love you. Abiola Sago, thank you, everybody. Have a lovely night. Eshigun, any nice night. I'm tired. Good night.